Kicking like
1, 2,
Dolomite.
3,
Last one
4,
got copyright. I'm kicking like
5
Dolomite.
just to be sure.
Hey, one time,
Last
you
one
ready?
got
Copyright.
Yeah.
Last one got
Okay.
copyright. Hey.
You know what time it is. Every time I rhyme, it's just a sign that I'm about to kill. Yeah, it's time for weapon wheel. We got the skill, we got the games. Don't make me grab it still. I put a hole in one like Abby did to Joe. Yeah, when it comes to aiming, I don't miss like Master Chief. I grab the piece and give your ass to Halo just for talking sweet. When it comes to gaming, yeah, you know our team's elite. Check the leaderboards, we run the game. You should pick up your feet. You can't lose them too smooth, just going to admit defeat. And ain't no capping around here, cause like Bond, I keep receipts. The most dangerous, better than these other guys. Try to come for us, what's like between your eyes like Jen Sakai. That's no lie, no prank. I grab the ratchet, no clank, and get my jiggy mask to show you how Jack Move got his name. Yeah.
Weapon Wheel Podcast.
Look. King of the castle like Cooper, captain of the ship. My name ain't Blandry, but don't make me have to hit the switch. We'll dump you overboard, then watch the views. I ain't talking Twitch. Hey yo, Alex, go ahead. Talk to him real quick.
Oh, the Dolomite is my name, and picking up is my game. Dolomite, you heard her.
Claim it, a strike to claim it.
They had the nerve to copyright the one time. It's just the bitches. Hey. Say yo, still putting wheels on the pavement. My game so tight, it's like Jordan 1 lazy. We stay in these gaming streets, ain't no way to be dormant. Hey, a Drake will leave your body uncharted like Lost Fortune. Coco Long thing was cute, hey, and yeah, it served its purpose. But I'm trying to give a detailed description of what a hearse is. I say we flip the switch on these again before it get bland. I see a lot of pods jacking the format like Dapper Dan. You hitting the dislike button? You still a fan? Talk slick in the comments and like Dutch, I got a plan. We don't do the sneak diss and that's that stuff that get you banned. Last time we told your was squad up, you start telling gotta go. It's like I play with the sliders up. You just got 30, again turn me, the time is up. Since 2015, we been kicking game knowledge up. Dust your boots and join the crew if you wild enough.
Developers.
Dolomite, you heard her.
40 clips, kicking like Dolomite. Hey, 40 clips. Aimed at your fit beam, shotties, so much ammo, it don't make sense. Trying to compete is a sacrifice, die again in your afterlife. I'm taking a road trip, anytime you get on a fight. Guns and body counts, that's all that I tend to like. Any other podcast, a copy or look alike. Hey, and what they say? Hey, what I say? Hey, I put them in the dirt, tussle get hurt, no face, no case, smashed up like a jiggy merch shirt. Sliding in that vet, I'm gonna get back, time to pay that debt. It's time for weapon wheel.
Wonder.
What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. BG, Black Bond, Jack Move, Kids Move, Blandrew, Alex too. Damn man, that's a heavy crew. Other pods, they don't know what to do. They watching, they copy our every move. And they still fly like the Wii U. Jack Move voice, we saying you. Hop off the roof. Long range, no scope, yeah, I'ma shoot. Looking wanna play games, no David Blaine, but I'll make a nigga go poof. Oh, this not a game. Gang talk, nigga, what you know about the slang. Hop out the range. All black master, don't step out your lane. Every week it's us on your screen. Every weekend we entertain. It's not a thing that gets in between me and my team, me and my gang. When I'm on the beat, you already know. Straight to the top, yeah, we about to blow. BG my dog, he told me let's go. Sit back, relax, it's time for the show. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still.
We got the guns on deck, no foul car, but you know I came with a tech. Yeah, since 2015, been stepping on the scene, putting foots on nets. Yeah, set 'em up, super soaker, pump action, wet 'em up, shooting out the. Yeah, we catching up. We got the names, y'all are bark. Drive by midnight after dark. Gaming knowledge, fortitude. Top two and not the two. Weapon wheel. Get the cash and grab the steel. Weapon wheel. Out the window.
weapon well, we keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon well, we keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon well, watch out and show you my weapon well. Weapon well, watch out and show you my weapon well. What weapon well, we keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still.
Yo, mic check, mic check. Test 1, test 2, test 3,
Yo.
and test 4, just to make sure. Ooh, that rhymed. Bars. Was good, y'all. Let me know if
you got a personality since I've been gone, BG. Good shit.
No, I never developed the personality. You know, I'm just that nigga.
I thought you was gonna really get in here being charismatic and shit. Okay.
No, I'm just that nigga. I don't have no charisma. I don't have no personality, no characteristics.
Right, simmer down, BG.
You know,
simmer down, man.
On my headstone, all they got to put is that nigga, Himothy, as the young people are calling it.
I like that.
Yeah. Boring as hell. Always gonna be monotone, dry, all of that. Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah. Hey man, how I sound? Do I sound sexy? I need to know. People, comment section, chat. Let me know if I sound sexy.
You want my
Okay.
opinion?
What is your opinion? You're around men a lot.
You sound great, brother.
Okay, I appreciate that, brother. Hey man, I got a question for the chat. Are y'all are you a complainer or a problem solver? See, a lot of people don't think about that. There's a lot of people in this world who, when they run into a problem, they complain about it, but don't actually solve the problem. Even when it's easy, they rather complain than solve a problem.
What are you getting at?
Like, you know, certain things I see in the comment section sometimes. For example, people will say, a few people have said, oh, the intro's too long now. Jack, what is the solution for something like that? If an intro is too long on a video you're watching, what would you do?
I would either wait until it's over with to join the stream, or I'd mute it, or I mean, this is a couple of things you could do.
I got a solution.
It doesn't take a rocket science to figure that out either.
Or just change it to what it do now. Talk of town. I'm having seats because I'm a stupid bald clown.
What the fuck?
Remix.
I forgot the lyrics to his intro, but you know who I'm talking about.
Oh man, did you just freestyle that?
That was he.
Oh man, fall back, Tony. You not that nigga no more, Tony. Fall back.
Well, man, Jiggy League found this new competitor, man. That was he.
You know, I should join that. I mean, people ain't trying to see it though.
Man,
there's a lot of words that rhyme with clown. You know.
Yeesh.
But yeah,
a lot of words that rhyme with reject too, Jack.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Shit crazy.
Oh man.
Oh, did you hear? You can't tell people to get a haircut anymore.
Oh man.
Nah, what's that about? I think you said something about WWP need barbers or something.
Is this your feud with the Discord now?
No, this wasn't even Discord. This was Twitter.
What happened? What you talking about?
What the heck happened?
I mean, apparently you can tell a nigga to go take a shower, but you can't tell him to go get a haircut.
Jeez.
Are you talking about Kid Smoove again?
No, I'm just saying in general. Like, we need like a barber on the After Dark, the Discord. We need to like go into the barbershop community here on YouTube because there's some people that are struggling, need help.
I got a question, Bond. Why are you hating on the home base meeting up? Let's talk about it.
Those are just jokes, man. Come on.
Nah, I felt offended, bro. Like my mom had to ask her, was I okay?
Your mom?
You were visibly shaken?
You wouldn't let up. You wouldn't let up, bro.
I made like 2 or 3 jokes.
Bond, I just want to
y'all having like your girls trip, your girls night out, hashtag no girls trip.
Oh, you ain't learned your lesson, Mom.
I gotta ask, why is Jigga in the waiting room? I'm just curious.
Maybe you want to come up and speak.
Let me bring him in real
member
quick.
of the community.
There you go, Jigga. You want to say something, brother?
Jigga, how may we service you, sir? Pause.
Do you need a
Hey,
haircut?
hey, this. Hey, yo.
All right.
I just
Oh.
came to tell y'all about the greatest game of all time, Forspoken.
All
I
right,
got
bro.
that play. Y'all see me
Pack it up.
playing games out here. Yeah, we good.
All right, bro. Pack
Congratulations
it
on
up.
the Forspoken Platinum, brother. Was it difficult? Was it?
No, it was just tedious.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Overall experience with Forspoken, you condone it and you fuck with it, right?
Yes.
Wow, nice.
I mean,
I got a
before it
question.
gets to the end of the game, which kind of annoyed me.
Jake, I got a question.
It was good.
Could you tell her black teen swag as you were playing with her or no? Did you feel any of that?
Just got
No, she seems like I can say like a white girl in a black girl body. That's what I feel like.
I just want y'all to
She just
know
looking-
my finger is hovering over the disconnect button on Jigga. I just want y'all to know that right
that's-
now.
Wow.
It's hovering. It's just
That's how you do
hovering.
your guess. That's how you do your
We
guess.
don't want to hear about no
That's crazy. I ain't
Forspoken.
gonna-
I mean, but maybe her sailor mouth had charm. You know, there's something about that story that made him keep playing it.
No.
I don't know what.
The dialogue in that game is awful. It is
Okay.
awful.
He
bro.
keeping it a buck. He keeping
But you still like the game, though, correct?
Yeah, I
Zach,
like
I'm
it.
not trying to entertain this, but they're saying you guys had your meetup at the Rainbow Factory.
Huh?
Wait, what?
What does that mean?
Hey, eventually we got to talk about games. Not
Yeah,
these
Not necessary. Not
not
necessarily.
not these four
BG, I'm here for you, brother. We here, brother.
Is that
Oh,
is
man.
that gamer?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Jack,
Jack,
what's going on,
oh,
brother?
Good,
bro. Jack,
Snap,
what's
let me
going on,
go get
brother?
my popcorn
my
and
boy,
chicken
that's my-
fried chicken. Let me-
Nah, we've changed from that, bro. It's over with.
Oh, it's been a minute. What's
Damn.
your intro now?
That's my boy right there.
You see how they act when Gamer come around? Like, oh man, the good guy came to save us. Damn, bro. Like,
Hey,
wipe your
wait,
mouth.
hey,
Listen,
hey,
I ain't even mad.
hey,
I ain't even mad.
I was shooking and jiving. I was trying
I
to go.
thought Barry White. I thought Barry
That's
White
what I'm
told us
saying,
today.
bro. I'm like, who entered the room? Like,
Hey,
damn.
Bond, what's going on,
Get off
bro?
this nigga dick.
I don't think I've
Go on,
spoken to Bond since what, like last year, 2021.
Wow, yeah. How you been, man?
What's going on, brother? Surviving.
Listen, Gamer is that guy. I'm not that guy. He's that guy. The people love him. He's the people's champ.
Stop it.
He's the people's
Stop
champ,
it.
bro.
I thought you didn't do podcasts. This is interesting.
I don't, but BG tried to get me last week, and I was like, I ain't gonna be here. So then, as
'Cause
soon as
look,
I got back home, he was he was in my whispers like, so can
Don't call
you
him.
do
Oh,
this
he
week,
was
gamer?
begging. He
Can
was
you
begging
do this
you?
week?
Because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? Because listen, Gamer is above all of us. He's in an upper echelon, and he's
not true, bro.
Listen,
I don't know
we're
why you
not
be
we're not
saying
in
that.
his stratosphere no more. You above us. It's
Stop
okay, bro.
it.
We cool with that. So,
I don't
but since he's in another league, you know, that's disconnected him from the black streets. You know, so once in a while, I try to get him to come back to the slums to connect with his people. That's what it is.
I never left the slums. I'm
Oh,
still in
come
the
on,
crumb
you
side.
bougie. You in the suburbs with Bond.
BG, don't talk about the black streets because I don't care about black people in our Discord.
Gamer, I did hear you play the game with a sweater vest. So BG, you might be on the.
Like, have you went to one of his Twitch streams? Listen, he living fancy over there. That's all I gotta tell you.
Last time I went to the Twitch stream, I got a bottle of champagne. I was like, "What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying, dog.
Jack,
Jack.
What's up, man?
Jack,
Last week was
Jack,
What's up?
do I not come through? I mean, not like not every single stream that you do, but I still like come through your streams.
Yeah.
I come through. The thing with BG is he doesn't stream, so he doesn't really like see me that
But
often.
listen to what he just said.
Once every like 2 or 3 years.
Listen to what he said. I don't come
No,
around
Gamer
too
has a
much.
good point. You know when he used to stream?
When?
Back when the multiplayer games.
Oh man,
That's true.
But listen to what Gamer just said.
He just started the stream with them trash behind PlayStation VR games.
Oh,
That's
man.
when he just started streaming.
I've been streaming single player games before that. But listen, you see, I ain't people. He said, yeah, I come around once in a. That's the nigga that made it out the hood, got a deal, and now he come back and throw a community event once a year.
That's not what I said. I said I come
Give
to
away
your
turkeys,
streams
some
because you don't
toys.
stream too often.
Oh,
Jack
man.
sees me more often than you do.
He do be
Listen,
in my
it's
stream,
okay.
BG. He
You
do.
come back to the hood, give away some toys, and go back to that mansion in Bel Air. We cool. We
Bro,
understand.
I just
bruh.
ended my stream for you. Like what does that tell you?
Thank
I
you
was
for-
just streaming.
Thank
And
you
I
for
ended-
coming
and
out
I
of your
ended it
mansion.
for you.
Thank you for coming out of your mansion and walking down with us hoodlums.
BG, you sound like the bitter ex right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you kind of.
I miss my black brother. Like I want him to come through and like
Bro, listen,
kiss some babies
BG,
and shake some hands in the
BG.
hood.
BG, you know what has to happen for us to like play games? You know, for me and you to play games more together. Neil has to drop factions too.
You right.
That's what has to happen.
You right.
Until that happens, it's gonna be tough for us to like connect and like play games together because it really is nothing.
That's a fact.
You know,
So this is Neil's. It's Neil's fault. It's Neil's fault. I agree. It's Neil's fault.
It's all Neil's fault, bro.
Why is there nothing to play together when we are in the greatest generation of gaming?
Here we go.
Talk to him, Bond. Talk to him, Bond.
Here we go. Here we go. I never said that. I said no. I said that y'all make it seem like the 7th generation was the greatest thing ever, and I said it's not. That's what it was.
Nobody picked any generation to be the best, but you clearly said this is the best.
No.
Wait, he said
I
this
said
is the best
no. I never said that. I never said that.
Gaming has
I
never
said
been better.
no. I said I'm not going back to any previous generation because there's a lot that comes. I'm not going back to a PS3, PS4, nothing old. I never said this was the best generation. I just said I would never go back. That's not the same thing.
Wait.
Jack,
But wait.
Did I get hit by a Men in Black neuralizer, Jack?
Go back and check the tapes.
Was I in a dream world the last?
BG definitely implied that gaming today is better than ever.
Did I make a collab?
Overall, it is. That's not the same.
You really think it is though? Like, bro, especially
overall
multiplayer wise.
Overall,
multiplayer
I said
is weak
because he was in the weapon wheel DMs going back and forth with Blandrew.
No. This started with. Let me tell you how this started. Okay, just for Gamer and the people. This started with Jack and Bond saying that all we're getting this generation so far are remakes and remasters, and I said that is not true. That is false. And then because they were like, oh yeah, we'd rather go back to previous generations because all we're getting is remakes and remasters. I said that's false. That's not true.
We said there was a lot. We said there was a lot of
He has it.
There was a lot in every in all the previous
BG
generations.
Started saying it was the best generation, and the counterpoint was, how can it be the best generation if what people are looking forward to most is games from prior generations?
There was a lot of remasters the last 2 generations. A lot.
Agreed, but I'm saying
they weren't the most anticipated games either, though.
Your most anticipated games were Resident Evil 4 and Dead Space, and the counter argument to you saying that this generation is among the best is, how can it be the best when all you're trying to play is your favorite games of yesteryear?
Okay, let me ask Jack and Bond something. Okay, I got a question for both of y'all. Did y'all buy Hogwarts?
No, sir. I'm not a transphobe.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, did y'all buy Atomic Heart?
I don't play trash games.
Okay. Okay. What about Wolong? Did you play it? Did you play or buy any of these?
Did you buy any of these?
I bought all of them. So hold on. So chat, remember, the 2 dudes who said we are getting nothing but remakes and remasters haven't bought any of these original games that came out this year. But there's no original games coming out. Get them.
I mean, bro,
don't appeal to us.
Jack,
outside of Hogwarts, though, you did give some bad examples.
Exactly.
Wolong is a great game. What do you mean? So is Hogwarts.
Just make a video stating that Nintendo was outputting more and unique games than Sony and Microsoft combined.
Oh man,
yes, you did. You did.
All these original games, but they're skipping everything and complaining about remakes.
Jack, didn't I just buy the collector's edition of Fire Emblem Engage?
You indeed did. Yes, so you did.
Didn't Blandrew just mail me my collector's edition of Xenoblade Chronicles 3?
One game. Ooh, you're really proving you're. Oh man, yeah. I know, Bond. All these original games, you're still skipping them.
I
just don't know how you can say that, BG.
I didn't say it.
Like
that's the point.
Multiplayer guy, like
I didn't say it.
You love multiplayer games, and can we all say that in that department? It's been hella weak for the past two generations.
That's one department. Did y'all buy Hi-Fi? Did y'all play Hi-Fi Rush? About that?
Like a lot. Like multiplayer
has been closed for a long ass time.
Okay.
That's your favorite department, though, BG. That should be very important to you, brother.
And like I said, the 7th generation had a whole bunch of trash games. A lot. It had some of the worst gaming practices ever. That's where some of the stuff Bond hates.
Compared to now?
So what,
Yes!
so what do you think we dealing
Yes!
with? So what do you think we dealing with today then?
No,
Like, what the hell?
no. It was the worst when it started because there was nothing to like rein it in. The gamers never had the chance to say this is unacceptable, this is not okay, because it was the origin of it all. Loot boxes, gameplay, microtransactions on this DLC, the stuff y'all hate the most.
It hasn't gotten much better.
Yes, it has.
Going on today,
Yes,
though.
no, bro. There are almost no.
Gamer.
Y'all
You
are
wanna know
idiots.
Something else that BG said that
Bro,
All of the stuff you
what
just
game?
said
No,
still
no,
goes
no,
on
it's
today.
not, bro. There are almost.
Yes, it is.
Bro, can I talk? Can I talk? So right now, you okay? Hold on. Show me 5 modern games right now with loot boxes.
Oh, roller.
They don't exist like that. They don't put them in games like that no more.
You know-
Why?
no,
Because in
BG
previous
trying to be
generations, people complained about them. So as a whole, the industry stopped doing it. Gameplay microtransactions as a whole really don't exist anymore.
Hold on. Let me answer that.
Cosmetic microtransactions exist.
No, let me answer that.
Gameplay microtransactions do not exist in no more like that.
The issue,
Gran Turismo 7 has loot boxes.
Oh my god.
nigga, the issue was that people were complaining that I'm spending this money and I have no way to gauge what I'm gonna get. They're still there. All they did was remove the random nature of it. They just make you pay it outright. It's the same. It's the same stuff you're paying for.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying it doesn't exist at all. I'm saying they are almost virtually eliminated. Before, when it came out, there were several. Oh my god! See, these niggas are y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy.
What he's saying is, would you rather me poop in your hand or put it in a bag and you have to guess
You
what's
see,
in the bag?
they being dense again. See, this is what. No, hold on. This is what's crazy. Once again, y'all are being dense, and everybody else knows I'm right. So you're telling. Okay, let me ask one question. I got one question. Let me ask one question.
This is the best year? This is the best generation for fighting.
I got one question.
He's talking about just loot boxes, bro. We still have
okay. Let me ask the question. Let me ask the question.
Transactions.
Are there more loot boxes in games when they first came out, or now? Yes. Which one?
Probably now.
Probably now.
Okay, y'all are not being. I'm not even continuing this conversation. Y'all are fucking being dumb on purpose. You telling me there's more games with loot boxes now than when they first came out? Are you crazy? Name them. Name the games with them then. Name the games.
This is the difference. Now, BG, they know how to ease it in more, and they know how to hide the shit. Like Alex said.
The chat saying I'm right again. And they don't even like me.
BG, they saying that yes, games they steered away from the pay your X amount of money or whatever your premium currency and you don't get a randomized thing. Okay, games are steering away from that. It's still the same, Michael. You're still spending money and you're guided to spend money.
That doesn't matter. It's not the same
I'll give an
thing.
example. Rainbow Six Siege is still doing renown packs. There's games around that still do it, but what they're doing is they're building the game around battle passes, which what our complaint is.
When did Rainbow Six Siege come out?
Hold up. The game's progression nowadays is built around the battle pass and how you do that. They extend the seasons. They drip feed you content because they want you to work through the battle pass.
When did Rainbow Six Siege come out? When did Rainbow Six Siege come out?
You acting like Halo Infinite just ain't died from all of this.
Say that. Halo
bro, this is still rampant in games.
No, it's not.
It's just in a different way. Yes, it is.
And so is gameplay games typically don't have gameplay microtransactions no more. They have cosmetics. Bro, you can right now games that release around this time. Almost none of them have gameplay microtrans. I'm talking about stuff you can buy in the game. Stuff you can buy in the game that give you an advantage.
Do you know that 2K is literally the game is microtransaction? Do you know that? Do you know that they tell you people will laugh at you if you don't spend $100 or more to start off with VC? Do you know that?
He's not lying. He's not lying.
I bought 2K and I was roasted because I didn't want to buy VC.
The chat thinks y'all are insane. I just want to say that. The chat thinks y'all are insane.
Bro, there's only a few people that's agreeing with you, BG.
No, most of the chat are agreeing with me.
Y'all know BG crazy. Y'all know
BG, how can you even have this argument? Because back in the day when I was arguing to make a big sink of booty boxes and everything, you're the nigga that was saying, "Oh, it doesn't affect me. Oh, not a big deal." Now you make an argument like what?
The stuff y'all are complaining about. Once again, this was about y'all saying that y'all think y'all would go back to to those generations because they were better. When the worst practices of the stuff y'all hate was at its worst then, not now.
One generation of loot boxes, dog.
Yo, you know how.
But you just told me they're the worst right now. What are you arguing with me about?
No, I'm saying there's only one other generation to compare to with loot boxes.
Oh my
You know
God,
what?
bro.
We really should be asking Kid Smoove because he was.
Y'all are crazy. Y'all are
I miss
crazy.
the
Like
young
I mean,
BG.
God,
This
I
new
for-
BG,
I
bro.
forgot
I can't-
Overwatch 2
y'all are
had-
like
I forgot.
I'm saying the same shit last
I
week.
forgot Overwatch 2 didn't have loot boxes. I forgot that last Diablo game that came out didn't have loot boxes and all that other crazy shit that people were spending like 40,000. Didn't somebody like spend $200,000 in that last Diablo game, Jack?
Metal Beer, exactly.
They said it wasn't enough to even get everything.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck is this man talking
This new
about?
BG
Bro,
is anemic. He's
bro.
ornery.
if
Like,
I go
listen,
if I go through
you
the
saying-
list of the
You
bro,
were saying
I don't
that
even know
I'll
what y'all
change, like, bro.
I don't even know what y'all
recognize
talking about, bro. Y'all are insane.
Hold on. Doesn't Overwatch 2 have loot boxes?
Oh, they in
Not
the
as-
chat.
not
They
as far
saying
as
that
I
they
know.
don't. They saying that they don't.
Not as far as I know. No, I've never heard of Overwatch having loot boxes. No, not in Overwatch 2.
Is it? Yeah, they
The-
saying they ain't got loot boxes.
The
in Overwatch.
listen, I'm saying the majority of games that come out now do not have these things. That's what I'm
Majority
saying.
of games back then didn't have them either. So you can't
No,
really
they
make
were
that
way
massive
more. They were
sample
way more, and that's not debatable.
quantity.
That's not debatable.
Well,
You
you
could-
know what? If it's not debatable, I need an apology.
I don't know
and
how
a
this-
Thank you, Bond, for fighting. for your
No,
rights,
No,
right?
and then with the
You're
y'all complain
welcome,
y'all complain about there's so many remasters, bro. Have y'all went back and looked at the list of remasters that came out on PS3? Have
Yeah,
y'all?
but they weren't
Because y'all
$70.
what does they have to? That's
That's
besides the point. That's moving the goalposts. That's nothing to do with it. Because your original argument had nothing to do with the price.
Nobody is complaining about a $40 Metroid Prime remaster remake. If that shit was $60, $70, people would be burning
No.
Nintendo's headquarters.
Y'all
No,
original
they-
argument had
they still
nothing
be
to do
buying
with the
it.
price.
Know this.
Y'all original argument had to do with lack of creativity. So the price is negligible in this conversation.
When did anybody bring
So-
up creativity? We're
Oh.
just talking about good games.
Oh, no,
My
that's
God.
good. No, bond. That's good. So, BG. So today, when you talk about Wolong Dynasty, fucking Souls clone, I can't wait to hear about all the new creative games that are coming out. BG,
Yeah,
thank you. Bro.
I can't wait to hear about another Destiny, another Dead
Bro.
Island, another
Bro.
Resident Evil 4,
Bro.
a 16th Final Fantasy, Jack.
Bro.
Bond, take your loafer off his neck.
Bro,
Take your loafer
hold
off.
on. Chat. Wait. Chat. 10 minutes ago, I named 3 new IPs that had good reviews. They bought none of them. What are they talking about? What are y'all talking about?
You said Atomic Heart had good reviews.
Bro, hold on.
Atomic Heart did not have good reviews.
Wait. Hogwarts Legacy, Hi-Fi Rush, and Wolong. Good reviews.
You said Atomic Heart.
No, I named it after.
Wolong.
And listen, and here's the thing. I've seen Jack play way worse games than Atomic Heart. So what's your point?
This nigga said, listen.
I'm not trying Atomic Heart, but Atomic Heart is very derivative of a game like a BioShock or Dishonored as well. It's not the most creative thing in the world, BG.
Hold on, somebody tell me when Harry
Oh my
Potter
God.
became a new IP.
Yeah.
Wow.
BG. I don't know about
It's not a new IP, but it's an original game, Bond. You know exactly what I'm talking
Jack,
about.
Jack,
There has not been, there's never been a Hogwarts game or a Harry Potter game that's actually been given to a talented developer and given a budget. And now this one is very well rated, and y'all skipped
That
it.
doesn't make it a new IP.
Hey, let him get up.
Bond is literally just, y'all know exactly what he's doing. This dancing. This is dancing. You didn't buy the game.
Jack, hear me out.
The game is not a remaster, and it's not a remake, and you still didn't buy it.
Is Killzone 2 a new IP?
Oh my God.
Because Killzone 1 was trash.
Is Hogwarts a remaster or a remake?
No, it's just a new game.
Okay then. And you didn't buy it.
But it's not a new franchise. You're
You
saying
did
it's a
not
new
buy
IP.
it.
It's not a new IP.
But it's not a remaster or a remake, and you still didn't buy
You
it.
don't like Harry Potter, BG.
No, I'm not accepting that excuse. You know why? Because when I tell y'all, let me tell you exactly why I'm not buying that. Because when we had the arguments about games as a service, y'all expect me to buy every games as a service, even if I don't like the type of game it is.
The only reason I say that is because you've been literally handstanding, clapping your ass for every announcement. Like,
I don't.
You got to play some
I don't.
motherfucker.
I don't.
Get off with that.
I said I don't blame games as a service as a model as to why things are going wrong, but y'all still expect me to buy it could be a puzzle game or a MOBA. Oh, BG, why you ain't playing this? So I don't care if you don't like Hogwarts, nigga. You complaining about remasters and remakes all day, so buy it.
You're gonna get slandered, BG.
I thought a lot of people didn't buy Hogwarts because it had no online. That's why I didn't buy it.
I didn't
don't
see
wanna
nobody
play a
complain about
single-player Harry Potter
Did,
game.
did y'all play Wild Hearts? Oh yeah, that's something. That's some.
Did you play it,
that,
motherfucker?
that game that was running like a slideshow?
Oh man, see, they got a million
BG.
excuses, y'all. A whole bunch of
BG,
original
that's
games.
That's
All excuses.
Hold on, so a game not running well is an excuse?
No,
BG?
no, not even that. You remember BG said new IP so creative. Ain't that very derivative of a Monster Hunter game?
Almost every game is derivative of something nowadays.
But you talking about all this creativity? Where's the creativity at, good brother?
I'm not asking for the creativity. Y'all are the ones that were. So I'm asking you why you not playing these games.
We still haven't gotten it. Why would we buy something that's not creative? And that's what we complaining about. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, so Jack, all the games you play are innovative and creative? No,
That's
they're
not
not.
what we said.
Nobody said that.
We didn't even bring up creativity. You did.
Y'all did when y'all was talking about remakes and remasters.
We literally said that it's almost impossible to be creative and innovative now because everything's been done.
So what are y'all complaining about?
You're insane, BG.
Y'all know exactly what y'all doing.
This insanity doesn't end here. Gamer, he literally said,
I'm right.
This generation is the best generation for fighting games.
No, you know exactly what I was saying, Vaughn. You wouldn't get off the topic, so I just threw out anything. Because y'all was talking about remakes, remasters, studio closing, like the 7th generation didn't have a whole bunch of studios closing, like it didn't have a bunch of look, Eco and Shadow of Colossus remaster, Metal Gear Solid remaster, God of War remaster, Sly remaster, Final Fantasy remaster. I could keep going. This is all stuff that came out in the 7th generation.
Can you get to the topics, brother?
Yeah, I know you want to run from it now because you're back against the wall. You're back against the wall. Yeah.
You're so aggressive.
Because they're wrong. Because they're wrong.
This is crazy.
Oh, and Bond also asked me what developer is doing better now than before. EA, PlayStation, From Software, Capcom, Team Ninja, a bunch.
You think EA right
yes,
now
they are.
is doing better than
yes, they are, Bond. Yes, they are. Financially and Metacritic wise, and what people feel about their games, yes, they're doing better than ever. That's a fact. That is not opinion.
Let me get this straight. Hold on. I need clarification. You were telling me in the history of electronic arts that presently in 2022, 2023, they are better than they've ever been.
I'm saying from the 7th generation when EA was doing shit where people hated them,
so
and they were
comparing to the 7th generation, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's a different argument. I said, how can you say that the developers are better than ever?
Hold on.
How can you say? Well, my argument was, how can you say this generation is the best ever when name me the genres that are better than ever. Name me the developers that are having their best times than ever. Name me the franchises and games that are better than ever. Because most franchises are having their worst games than ever. Most developers are not at their peak right now, and most genres are not at the highest quality they've ever been.
No, you can't let BG get away with that. Even if EA and Sony, when you say they're doing better than ever, you're talking about financially. They're giving us less games now.
No, that's not true.
Financially, they could do better easily just by microtransactions.
From
that's not true, Jack.
4 or 5 games in the PS3 generation. They've won this.
Jack,
what are you talking about?
Jack, we're getting less games because we're getting less good games specific. Well, not even good games. We're getting less games specifically. Because not because they're not making good games, because the dev cycle is longer now. It has nothing to do with anything else.
But the problem is we're still getting less games. They could be making more money than ever, but look at Rockstar, bro. We got 3 fucking Grand Theft Auto games in the PS2 generation. We haven't gotten a single Grand Theft Auto game in 3 generations. That's not good. That's not good for us.
Because y'all are not going to. Okay, you know why? Because if you want them to take the same amount of time to create a game that they did back then, guess what, nigga? You're not gonna like the game. You're not. That's the facts. Jack, you're not.
How do you know?
Jack, if Rockstar took 3 or 4 years instead of 6 or 7 to create their game, however long it takes, I promise you're gonna be up here bitching. Because you're not gonna like the final product.
BG, the problem is, BG, they used to create a game in 1 year. Now we gotta wait 15 years to get a new fucking game.
That's just the beast now, Jack. It takes long. The dev cycle is longer because they're doing more shit that y'all niggas want.
Even with that though, you gotta think, right? Even if they release 4 or 5 games in a generation, a couple of them games could be mid and a couple of them could be great. We don't even have the luxury of saying, okay, we could deal with a mid release because we're not getting another one for 6 or 7 years. If the game is mid, we're stuck with that. We fucked, right? But they'll be making more money than ever, and we can brag on that on social media, right? That's the new game we doing, bro.
The games that a lot of developers are releasing are still very quality games. They're great quality games.
That's subjective. That's subjective, but go ahead.
And just like I said, the 7th and 8th gen, there was a bunch of absolute fucking garbage that was released during those generations. And y'all niggas just put on y'all rose-tinted shades and completely forgot about them. The only thing y'all remember from those generations is the absolute best games. And y'all forget do y'all realize that like during that generation, some games would literally launch won't even play, won't even boot up. Y'all forgot about those days.
Wait, because I have told my chat this, that I think the first 3 years of this gen have been better than the first 3 years of last gen. I do feel like this
wouldn't argue that.
has started out good.
But let me ask you a question though, BG. Would you rather have The Last of Us 1, Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, or would you rather have The Last of Us Part 1 remake? Like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro? Like, that don't even correlate, my nigga. Like, you acting like you happy getting less for more. We paying more for games. They not as good as the old games. And like,
see, I disagree with that.
How is this an argument, bro?
I disagree with that.
You're insane. Simple.
Okay.
The issue is, bro, we ain't got no multiplayer games.
Bro, look at how many games, bro. The Warriors, Grand Theft Auto 3, San Andreas, Vice City, Manhunt 1, Manhunt 2. Now we saying GTA 5 for 15. Like, what the fuck?
Okay. Do you want
Jack? But the standard out of that time was lower too, though.
Exactly.
But them games still hold up though. A lot of them games still hold up.
Jack, stop this, bro. Come on, bro.
You don't think so?
Ain't nobody playing. Listen, you and
games. What are you talking about?
You and a select amount of people are okay with playing those games now. Niggas would play that shit now, and it's dog shit. They're not playing that now.
You know how much them games hold up? They re-released them on PS4 and PS5, and they sold like 10 million copies. So apparently somebody.
Bro, what's the time on, bro?
That's what
I'm gonna let y'all do the intros.
That's what we're relegated as subject to now. We got to replay these old fucking games from fucking 04 now. That's what we got to play.
Listen, all I'm saying is you nostalgia crack addicts need to get help. That's all I'm saying.
Crack addicts.
Okay? Talk about all these games still hold up. No, nigga. No.
Yo, that's crazy. You just said that, but yet all of the games you looking forward to this year is remakes.
Okay, here's my point. Why do you think they're being remade? But why are they being? But no, it proves my point. No, it proves my point. Because why are they being remade? Because they age like shit. That's my point.
But I remember, BG, when I was playing the RE4 and I was slandering that game, you were like, oh, you don't know what are you talking about.
What did I also tell you? I told you. I told him he had to play it at the time.
They don't.
No, you did not. You did not.
I did.
I did, bro. They don't remake bad games. What the fuck is BG talking about? Bad games don't get remade, nigga.
Bad games definitely get remastered or remade sometimes.
They not remaking the movie Pootie Tang right now, are they? Bad shit don't get
bro. Bad movie though.
And Jack,
I do like Pootie Tang.
Yeah, Jack,
shit don't get remade.
Jack, it wasn't bad. Jack, it wasn't bad at the time. A lot of these games were bad at the time. If you play them now, they're bad. That's why they're remade, because nobody wants to play them like that no more.
Nigga, cut it the fuck out.
That's a fact. What? Jack,
cut it out.
Come on now. You think crazy. Why do you think they're remaking most of these games? Yes, they want. Yes, they want money. Yes, they want money. But do you think if these games were up to par in the best condition, they come on, Jack. Resident. You think niggas want to go back? You think the average nigga want to go back?
PC version of Dead Space running at 60 frames. And you bought a repainted version for $70.
That's not factual. That's not true, Bon. That's not true. I beat that. I beat that version of Dead Space on PC, and it's rough. That shit's rough. It's not great.
How?
Boot it up, nigga. That shit is rough, nigga.
I could literally download and play that game and stream that game right now.
Okay, I
know what's going on. BG, you off of edible, bro?
All right, listen. Y'all think niggas want to go, but y'all think niggas want to go back and play Resident Evil 2 back in 97, 98. Y'all want to play like that? Come on, bro. Stop this. Let's move on.
People still like that game. What are you talking about?
I still think Resident Evil 2
yeah, they being dense.
was the best one.
Yeah, okay. Go back and play it. Yeah, play it like it was back in the day, just like that. Have fun. Most niggas is not doing that.
Hold on, Jack. He telling me to go play old games. Ain't this the motherfucker tell me to make fun of me for playing Mega Man?
Yes, it is.
Hey,
Absolutely.
I'm not one of those guys, actually. I like your Mega Man obsession, actually, sir.
Oh my god.
Hey, BG on that shit, y'all. It's all right. I see what's going on. It's all right, BG.
Look, all I'm saying is this, and here's the crazy thing I just thought of. This nigga might not even play Factions 2. The laundromat might still be barren.
It's time to introduce the podcast.
Factions 2. Yeah, I'm being dead ass when I say this. Factions 2 might come out. This motherfucker might play it for a month, drop it, and say, "Oh, it's not as good as the first."
There's some people
doing this podcast for way too long, and we like what 40 something minutes in, and you still ain't start the damn.
Because these niggas
intro.
are wrong, and they be arguing with me even though I'm right.
You started the argument, brother.
That brought up the topic.
You supposed to bring it all together.
Listen, Taarec, Jazzy, and I think that's Tony. Listen, I know y'all want to come in here, but I gotta get the topics, dog.
Please don't get Tony in here, please no.
Yeah, for real. We actually have a good guest today.
I
everywhere. I'm tired of it.
I gotta get to topics. I'm sorry. At the end, if y'all want to come in and say what y'all was gonna say, if we got time, y'all can come in then, or after dark. But all right.
I am interested to hear what Tony has to say because Tony will keep it real.
Anyway.
You know what? Actually, no. Let Tony in right now. Give that man 2 minutes.
Come on, bro.
Give Tony 2 minutes right now.
Didn't y'all have murder beef behind?
You got 2 minutes. Let him in.
All he gonna say is, let me tell you why BG is wrong. I'm about to roast you, BG. I'm about to roast him.
Let him go off for 2 minutes. Don't interrupt him.
Oh my god.
2 minutes. Go ahead.
Let him cook.
If I give him 2 minutes, I'm giving Taarec 2 minutes. Taarec.
Go ahead.
I will hear that fucking nigga anyway.
Oh man, okay. Go ahead, Tony. Taarec, you can come back in.
Now, for a second, I was going to say BG was right when they said they got rid of the loot boxes, but then he jumps off the porch too far. He went too far. First of all, Yu-Gi-Oh just dropped, right? That's loot boxes.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's a fresh game. That's not.
You mean when you open the cards, when you randomly get cards that you buy? I don't think that counts as loot boxes. Loot boxes are are a very specific thing. Just because you get something and you don't know what it is doesn't mean it's a loot box. That's not the same thing.
On top of that, and it affects gameplay.
That's literally what a loot box is, BG.
And loot boxes have existed for a very long time. If anything you get random is a loot box.
They have.
Oh, come on. Y'all.
Hey, BG, I got a question. In those sports games, when they be doing they try to get the card packs and they just randomly spend money and get a random player, is that a loot pack?
See, but I never considered those loot boxes back in the day.
Answer my question, clown.
I never considered those loot boxes back in the day. I never considered those loot boxes.
If you're taking a gamble, it's a loot box. If you don't know what you're getting, it's a loot box.
Okay.
That also means the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game is a loot box thing then. The actual trading card game is random. But it's not loot box. You would have called that a loot box.
Buying cards is literally a gamble. You don't know what you're going to get. You can get the most valuable card in the world or you can get some straight bullshit. That is a gamble.
But it works for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because we're replicating
Gran Turismo 7 has loot boxes as well.
Never played
I wouldn't call that a loot box.
All that shit is a form of gambling at the end of the day.
I was just trying to say that all the practices that you guys complained about today, that shit was a test bed in Gen 7.
Which means they went over the top with it. Yeah,
everything y'all hate about the gens now, Gen 7 was way worse, and they beta tested this shit. Y'all remember when Lair launched? Lair did not play well. Like, if you didn't have a 6-axis controller, that shit did not work.
6-axis controller should have came with the PlayStation.
I didn't like the 6-axis controller.
Huh?
6-axis didn't have Rumble.
Yeah, I ain't fuck with that.
Mine came with a 6-axis.
And then you had games like 2 Human,
it wasn't
Battle One, them shits was broken on launch. You had like hella vaporware and shit.
Games back then were broken at launch, bro.
And like what's the other shit? Spore. Remember that shit? Like they had a whole bunch of
Aliens, Colonial Marines, Duke Nukem Forever, Damnation, Castlevania, White Knight Chronicles, Alpha Protocol, Haze.
But the thing is,
hold on. What y'all doing? Hold on.
Go ahead,
Tony. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the thing is, but we weren't playing those games because we was on good games like Battlefield 3 and all.
Hold on, I'm at the
A
corner.
lot of
good
people-
games to
that's-
play.
That's besides the point.
Tony's right.
I'm gonna tell y'all the problem. Y'all were most of y'all was not buying y'all games.
How's that new one that just came out, guys?
Your parents
Yo, BG on the timeline
hold up.
talking about 2 years later. It's finally decent. Come
Taarec,
on,
what we're saying is
Tony's right. He got him. He did say it's finally good
Yeah.
2 years later.
Yeah, but I'm not defending Battlefield though.
Games like that back then too. Like SoCal
it was
Conversation
so.
was bad
This
at launch
thing,
too.
y'all, when Duke Nukem came out and when Lair came out, when Hayes came out, everyone called it trash when it got out here. But back then, there was way.
Alex, it kept happening. Like that whole.
Fam, there was way more games that were coming out, is what we're saying. There are good games coming out.
There was a bunch of trash though.
A lot of trash.
Okay, Alex just made a good point. If those games were coming out today, they would be championed.
No.
No, they
Yes, they would.
Lair would not.
Niggas gonna say wait till season 2.
You know why they,
season 2.
Tony, how many times did people say wait till next season? What's that Xbox Unity?
Man.
Oh, just wait till season 2 of Halo. Oh, just wait till season 3 of Halo. How about the Xbox fans? Oh, just wait till E3.
Niggas have
wait till Tokyo
we
Game
have
just wait till the Game Awards.
we have completely shitted on Forspoken and a bunch of trash games, bro. Nobody would be defending this other shit that came out.
BG, you see the outrage we get when we say something like that game don't look like it hit. You see what type of
but I think
people get upset when you make fun of bad games.
I wanted to address Jack's shit, but about the dev cycle. Yo, they released GTA.
We got to get to the
every
topic.
other year.
We like
Shut up. BG, take control. Shut it down.
Hey man, I'm here for it.
Hey, hold on. Can I go grab my chicken and my popcorn?
All right, we do got to get to the topics, but
I'm head out. Hey, Gamer, fuck you.
After Dark,
Hey,
yeah,
what's going on, brother?
yeah. After Dark, yeah, we'll get to it.
You're supposed to be the Joe Budden, BG. You're supposed to take control. You're supposed to have control.
I want to hit all that. I want all of that.
Been started the podcast. You're supposed to have the intros ready already, bro. What are we doing?
I wanted all of that
First of all,
calamity.
Joe Budden can't even control his hands.
BG is definitely Joe Budden. He's emotionally unstable. He don't know what the fuck he talking about.
And I'm right.
BG does not beat women. Let's not talk about that.
He don't beat games either. Come on, BG.
Oh wow. Oh wow. But Jack hasn't bought any games this year, you know, besides
about Dead Space, brother.
Dead Space. Oh, the remake. Oh, okay. The guy complaining about the remake. The guy complaining about the remake bought the remake. What do you know?
Yeah.
Anyway,
my original complaint was the only games I'm interested in are remakes. That was my.
Whose fault is that? Is that? But they're releasing games. That's your fault. That's your fault.
Original complaint, dickhead.
Okay. Maybe you should expand your horizons and be interested in other games like Hogwarts and Wolong.
Jack, I like when you get games.
What'd you say, Jack?
Because it's interesting that you know what's funny? The only Souls game Jack has probably beaten bought is the one on PlayStation. But there's a whole bunch of Souls games out there he won't even give a chance.
I like Sekiro. Do you consider Sekiro a Souls game? I like that.
Did you beat it?
I got to the first owl fight.
And too damn, I ain't trying to hear it.
Hold up, BG. Technically, I didn't buy a lot of games this year either.
Sorry. Oh my god. Anyway.
Oh, wait, where's Smoove it?
Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 355. Man, about
355.
Yeah.
How much years have you been doing this now? The
since
podcast?
2015.
Really? Has it been since then?
He's kind of depressed when he said
I
that.
think so.
That's my last episode, man.
Yeah, we
All right, nigga. Clean out your locker. Fuck. I hate you. Episode 355. Okay. Podcast is supposed to end at 8:45. Hopefully we can get through all this shit. Watch party for Last of Us episode what are we at? 8? Yeah. It's gonna be at 9, and then After Dark is after that. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. All that's uploaded day after. If you want to support the channel and the podcast, you can do so by channel memberships or supporting the Patreon at patreon.com/weaponwheelpodcast. You get access to the After Dark, the watch party, and get access to the Discord. Hit that like button if you want to submit a video to be featured during the podcast. Link is in the description for that and everything else. You can just drag and drop your gameplay. Appreciate everybody who donates gameplay. And let's get to these intros real fast. Gamer, what's up?
Yo, happy to be back on the podcast. I hope you guys are doing well and hope everybody's 2023 is off to a good start so far.
All right. Bond.
What the fuck?
Bond.
What was that?
That's how he normally says it. He's always angry. It's like Bond. What's going on, everybody? Another good episode. We're almost 10 years deep into this shit. It's a wild. I can't complain. But just want to throw this out there. There's any barbers that watch us in the community, we would like to have you on an episode of the After Dark. A lot of people need help out there.
Barbers.
Bunster.
All right. Smoove.
Smoove is in here? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Where's he?
He just listened to us argue. He might not even be there right now. Anyway, Jack.
Hello everyone. I hope everyone's having a great week. I was sick last week, man. I was gonna pull up, man, but I was real sick last week, man. I listened to a little bit of the podcast. The horrible show, by the way. So
Ja Morant?
No, we're not doing that.
I need to lock that nigga up.
After dark.
I've been gaming, man. I played Dead Space yesterday. Horrible experience with the game overall. But how y'all doing today?
All right.
Yes, sir.
Big nostriled.
Alex.
Excuse me, nigga.
Why you gotta be
Ja Morant?
Hey, watch your mouth, bud.
Got some headlights under his eyes.
Hey, you want to get that laser beam pointed at your brother?
You know what?
Fall back.
Fall back.
My guns pop too, Jack.
Hey man, listen.
Oh, wow.
It's gonna be some. Hey man, listen.
Alex.
No indictments.
Yeah, this is a nostalgia crack addict. Been playing the Vita recently. Shout out to that. Handheld gaming is still alive. The VR Colonel himself is still alive. Let's go.
Can y'all hear me?
How's it go, Jack? Jack, how's it go? My guns pop and your guns pop. We can go out shot for shot.
Smoove, we hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You ever heard of the Jiggy
Stupid
League?
ass mic.
Okay.
Let's hear your intro, brother.
Look at BG.
Oh yeah, what's up, man? Best Spot Kiss Move. I was sitting there talking all this shit and didn't realize I wasn't even coming through.
You was muted this whole. Wow.
No, I wasn't muted. Nah, like what happened was I had plugged in my headphones into my computer and they reset it like my output, my mic as well, which is stupid, but it is what it is.
Smoove, 2 minutes if you have anything on that topic before we go into the main topics.
What topic?
Never mind.
When your mic was muted.
Oh, you talking about the stuff like we talk about the shit like every week though.
I mean, BG kind of do be getting owned every week. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, like the remaster, remake.
The chat thinks I'm right. So, you know.
But yeah, nah. I mean, my opinion hasn't changed on it.
Thanks.
Still think we could use some more like new IPs.
I mean, damn sure as an Xbox fan, you can't say this generation is better than any other one.
Hey,
that's for damn sure.
Smoove, can I ask you a question? Because I don't talk to you often.
Sure.
Do you still like rep like Xbox hard?
Yeah.
He's fell back a little bit.
Tell him how much money you've lost in bets, Smoove, over the years from betting on Xbox.
Actually, too much to admit. I got family around, so can't do that.
Shut up.
Banger. All right, okay, let's get started. Where am I gonna start with? I'm gonna be real with you. Ain't too much hot shit that happened this week, but
And this, wow.
Yeah, shut up, Jack. Yeah, you here. So we gonna make do. Okay, no complaining.
You all right?
I'm not with your shit today, Jack. I'm not.
All right, my bad, OG.
I ain't with your shit.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Are we mad on?
So Luminous Productions, who just made Forspoken, they're essentially kind of closed. They've been folded back under Square Enix. Nobody's been laid off or nothing like that. But yeah, mommy and daddy told them to come back home because they wasn't doing shit out. They wasn't doing shit out there. And most people are using this as a sign that Forspoken flopped or failed. I don't think we needed this as a sign that it probably flopped or failed.
But I thought it was one of the new IPs you were talking about.
I never mentioned Forspoken. By the way. But yeah, so it don't look good. None of us bought Forspoken, right?
No,
Jigga did,
Gamer?
but you kicked him out when he tried to speak about it.
I remember like months before that game was about to come out. I didn't see what people were seeing in like that game, and like people were like talking about the game. Once that demo hit, that's all I needed to see. Like it was never an interesting game. I feel like the selling point they had for that game was like you could play as a black female, which is great. But like outside of that, there was nothing else going for like the game. So what it ended up being, I wasn't shocked at all. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but I wasn't shocked.
Yeah, not surprised.
Ain't no black girl magic saving that game.
Oh, Bond, could you stop insult? It's woman. You know it's Women's History Month too, right, Bond?
Where was Black History Month?
Oh, last month. Where were you?
We ain't getting no love for that shit.
Oh God.
But like I said,
you're not wrong.
Like I said, that game was so trash. Ain't nothing was saving it.
It was bad. Rollout was bad. Advertising was bad.
I do see people though that like play it and they swear that it's not that bad, but like the general consensus is that it's I mean, you see what happened. So I guess a lot of people didn't like it, but I'm sure some people out there did.
Yeah, we call those people Sony corporate cocksuckers.
If your main defense for a game is not that bad, come on, dog. That can't be your starting line.
Here's another reason. Here's another thing. Games are definitely rated at a higher, harder scale nowadays. Because again, if you selling a game for $70, your game's got to be better than mid. Got to be.
I would agree.
I mean,
like for example, the Xbox guys say, "Oh, it doesn't matter if it's bad. I just played it on Game Pass." Like, I hate that argument, but it kind of is true. If I would subscribe to Game Pass and I played for Spoken, I probably wouldn't give a fuck about it. But if I paid $70 and played it, I'd be mad.
Speaking of Game Pass, don't know why Hardhead is in here.
I just came to say, I see y'all got the two worst opinions on this side of YouTube on the same podcast.
Man. Who's the second?
What's the two worst opinions?
Gamer and BG.
Man, suck my. You just mad because I'm right.
For real though, I just came to say, did you talk about it already? That breaking news before you move on to Game Ass?
What breaking news?
They announced a new Budokai Tenkaichi game.
Show your ass up out of here. Nobody care about that.
Oh, you think BG's gonna open the laundromat and play it? He ducked the last Dragon Ball game.
Man, I don't care about no Budokai Tenkai, whatever the fuck that shit
What
called.
did you just?
They go horny as hell.
What?
What?
Hold up. Yeah, but what do I gotta call this game, Jack?
Whatever BG just said.
Yeah, whatever BG just said, that might be the move.
Some Budokai Tenkai trash.
He said booty butt Bukkake.
Tenkaichi. Jack.
Trash.
Bukkake Tenkaichi.
Trash. That's what it is.
Don't say it again. You're turning me on.
Yo, man. Love you, Hardhead. Love you to death, brother. But I ain't trying to hear about that. Breaking news.
Pause.
I can't tell another black man that. Alex, you half white. That's that hatred coming out of you.
Oh my God.
That's that hate coming out of you.
It's Women's Month, BG. Take it easy on me.
Yeah, I think you need to read S. Cruz's super chat because I think that's an excellent idea.
I want to debate episode of on Weapon Wheel on the topic of is gaming better now. Both sides prepare their best arguments and examples. Have it out. I feel like we've done that already. But
yeah,
we do that every week.
Every week, damn near.
What we really should do to reduce the time, we just need to bring back Weapon Wheel Court. That's all we need to really do.
Oh my God. Maybe.
Weapon Wheel Court was quick, concise, had two people against each other in a jury. We're in and out.
BG head to be in a fucking guillotine shop right now if we brought back Weapon Wheel Court, nigga.
Yeah, okay.
As much as this nigga been wrong recently, god damn.
I haven't though. That's the crazy part. I've been the right one on this podcast for weeks.
If you mentally unstable, maybe.
Jack, shut up. Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush, they announced that they reached 1 million players. It's on Game Pass, so they
2 million. I think it's 2.5 million. Actually,
what did I say?
2 million. 2 million.
Oh,
you said 1 million.
Oh, 2 million players through Game Pass. That's engagement numbers, not sales, because it's in Game Pass.
I'm downloading that tomorrow. I might download that.
Oh, another original game you haven't played.
I said I was gonna download tomorrow, brother.
Yeah, okay, should have been done it.
Great game.
Okay, so I don't know if we had. No, we did have people review it that the day when it came out.
You said that you ain't like that game, right, BG?
I'm not into combat rhythm games.
No,
I don't.
It's always something. It's always something.
It's not even really that. Like
it's a new IP. Hold up, Jack. Why are you getting into it?
You see how they can have preferences and I can't. Bond hates.
You said we.
I can't have preferences. No, y'all told me I couldn't have preferences first.
You said, how come you guys didn't play this? How come you didn't play that? Now we're asking you the same question. How come you didn't play it?
Because y'all expected me to play every games as a service and I can't have a preference. So I wasn't letting y'all have a preference.
But you haven't played any games as a service.
Okay. Great. Actually, I have. Actually, I have, sir. But anyway, Rogue Company is a games as a service.
Hey, BG, go take a shower, BG.
No. Don't tell another man that, sir. Stop this.
You know what I'm talking about. No,
weren't you and Alex feeding each other strawberries last week? Never mind. Let's not get to that.
Wait, what?
didn't do
that was you and
anything.
Chop. My bad. We seen the picture, Jack. We seen the picture.
We had a great time.
Hey,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
Whoa. That's another thing, Jack. What's these pictures that I'll be seeing of you on like Twitter and like you dressing up as like women? Like you got
heard him
makeup
giggle?
on, wigs, nails. Like, whoa,
You sure that
what's
was
going
me?
on, brother?
You sure that was me?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yo, who's
All right, well,
who's
shit, my
making
bad,
deep
bro.
fakes of Jack?
What's going on?
No, that's really Jack.
That's not a deep fake.
Hey, gamer, you see it? Never mind.
Hey, we're supposed to be talking about Hi-Fi Rush and the 2 million players, engagement players that it got. You know, like what's good, bad, middle? What y'all think? Like,
Jack about to stream it because he made a poll, so he'll give a review next time.
Yes, sir.
I thought Hi-Fi Rush was a great game. I think it's been the best. I mean, it's not. I mean, I played it on PC, but if you're talking about console, it has been the best game that Xbox has dropped in quite a while. I really enjoyed the game. I was kind of like you, BG, at the beginning. Like, I didn't really like the whole like rhythm combat thing. I was like, this is kind of weird. But like once you get used to it, it's kind of, you don't even have to pay attention to it no more. And then once the boss fights come into play, like the boss fights really start to get good. The OST is good. The game looks great as far as like the art style. I thought it was a great game. I think I gave it a 8.5. I think it's the best game that Xbox has dropped recently, and we all know that they need games.
Gamer on PC now.
Are you saying that the rhythm doesn't matter by then, or you start playing, you don't have to think about being on beat when you
because like when you start the game, like you're so worried about trying to be on like beat because it has like a circle, and like each time the circle like turns green, that's when you're supposed to attack. So I feel like, at least for me, I felt at the beginning I was paying too much attention to that, but once you like keep playing it and like you get used to it, it's not even, because I was like playing it at first to where I was like trying to like attack on like beat, so I was like listening to the music while trying to play the game. Once you like get used to the game, it's kind of just like, you know, you don't really pay attention to it as much, and it's you just get used to it. I don't know how else to say it, but
I don't know. I looked at I'm like 2 million. I feel like since this is a Game Pass subscription game, I guess I expected a little bit more people to play it in that amount of time. It's not bad.
How much hours did you get in it before you dropped it?
1.5.
Bro, you didn't even try.
Jack,
that's
you didn't even try, bro. Say you don't be dropping games?
No, I never said that. You've never, bro. I'm the first nigga to tell you I dropped the game. I'm
gonna be real. I just want to slander you today, so I'm gonna say yeah.
No, I'm the first dude to tell you I dropped that, and proudly. Listen, I tell people all the time. Listen, I give games an hour and a half, 2 hours max. If I don't like it by then, it's done. Tell people that all the time. I'm not giving you more time. I'm sorry. It got to be fired within 2 hours, or it's over. I'm sorry.
DG really a piece of shit. That's crazy.
But yeah, Jack, dropping games in an hour and a half, best generation ever.
Yep.
Hey, man,
I did that last generation, and I did that the generation before also, Bond.
Which one did you do it more in, BG?
Definitely, probably the last generation. Probably the eighth.
Probably. Okay.
Yes, the eighth generation is probably when I dropped the most games.
Smoove,
not even seventh. The eighth.
Smoove. Yeah. Did you play Hi-Fi Rush? And so you're a.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Thought it was amazing.
Like a great game. It's a great game.
Yeah, I just
praises.
I just thought 2 million. I'm like, I thought it would be higher, but it's cool. More people will play it, I'm sure.
It was also a stealth drop.
I mean, considering they dropped the trailer and then the game the same day, that's great. 2 million? They didn't even add, like they had no marketing for that game at all. So I think that's great. So 2 million?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So PlayStation is doing this, in my opinion, pointless PlayMaker program. It's really just a marketing deal with like some celebrities to market PlayStation and act like they're PlayStation fans. And so they announced this LeBron James custom PS5. I don't know how much
looks.
I don't know how much they paying these people like LeBron, but I know it's a pretty penny. And I just don't know if like people seeing LeBron advertise or co-sign the PS5 is going to make like a lot of people buy it. I don't know. You know, he's got that marketing power, but still, I don't know if it's worth it. But that's not even what I want to ask y'all. I don't want to start no GOAT debates, but if you could have a custom PS5 signed by MJ or LeBron, who you picking?
Obviously, Jordan.
You really asked that question, BJ?
I don't support the. I do not support the.
Gamer's a bronsexual, so I had to ask.
Me?
Are you a bronsexual?
You must have heard wrong. I definitely ain't no bronsexual.
The one by Jordan would be worth more money, of course.
And I do not support this LeBronification of this new world we live in.
To be fair, it would be rare to get a Jordan signed console because they don't fuck with black people. But
Wow.
So that's y'all king. That's who y'all want it from. That's crazy. LeBron is
talking about a purely monetary value.
Oh,
I think
man.
I like LeBron more than
Jordan definitely fucks with black people more than John Morant.
Jack want a Jaren Jackson PlayStation.
Oh, Jaren Jackson to be fired. Defensive Player of the Year, by the way.
Wait though, but that PS5 though itself, like again, this is another like Sony puts no effort into.
So you think it's ugly?
Like, it's literally a black PS5 with the freaking sticker of saying like just a kid from Akron and like some other stuff he'll be saying. That's literally it.
The controller's nice. The controller's nice. The plates, I agree, they're kind of lazy. They could have did a little bit more with that.
They're always lazy when it comes to that.
You know what they should have done? It would have been a nice touch if they like put like his career stats or like the records he hold. They didn't even. Yeah, they put a whole bunch of like fucking clip art emoji stickers on there. It's like that shit.
Pull up
I've
the
been
picture.
waiting on them to give us custom panels that we can put on there. We still ain't got
They
them.
already have them.
Where?
Well, not like
you can't go in the store and buy no panels for the PlayStation.
You can buy colored. You can buy colored ones, but you can't buy like yeah. PlayStation Direct.
Let me go to the right now.
But it's only like the cosmic color ones. This is like the first like customized one they've made.
And like the sticker is small too. It's like right on the edge of it. It's literally just a black PS5 with like a sticker in like the corner. And they're saying, "Oh, yeah, this is the LeBron PS5." Like, no, it's not. It's just a sticker.
Oh, man.
I ain't fucking with it. So wait a minute, is that an actual controller or is it like a decal you buy for your controller? It's an actual controller, right? That LeBron.
You talking about the LeBron James? Yeah, I'm sure that you can't just put a sticker. They probably wouldn't sell the sticker for it. They want because they want you to.
They'll sell it to you if you buy it. They would sell that motherfucker to you.
I think they.
They do have the panels. Okay.
I think they want you to buy just the whole PS5. Probably, I would assume. I don't know.
But that's just the plates though. You don't have to.
True, but
man, you ain't got to buy the whole thing.
I mean, there's probably a whole bunch of 2K fiends that would just probably already have a PS5 and just like, oh, it's LeBron James one. Copy.
I think they should make team specific plates. That'd be dope. Team up with the NFL, NBA, whatever the fuck. Like they should have been doing that,
bro. We got a Returnal.
That's money, bro. Instantly, bro.
A Returnal or a Callisto PS5. Ooh, that would have been
Callisto. This guy,
bro. Regardless of how you feel about the game, the graphics.
Knock it off.
Come on, dog.
Knock it off.
We talking about a custom console, nigga.
You don't even remember that nigga name for Callisto.
His name was Jeremy.
That's his name.
BG, I did have a question for you. If this month is Women's Month, I forgot. What month is Men's Month?
We don't have one, Bond. I don't think we do.
Bond, this is another thing that I've been hearing about Bond. Like Bond right now is going through red pill rage. Like he is Andrew Tate right now in like a different body.
Jeremy, hear me out on this. We got off for Mother's Day, right? But this nigga made us come to work for Father's Day.
Yes, I did.
He said, fuck your daddies.
And I'm going to do it again.
Wow. I mean, look, Jeremy, all I want is some equality, right? Come on.
I feel you, bro. We are in those times.
I'm not asking for anything more than my fellow man or woman is getting.
We are in those times.
I stand with Bond.
This nigga said, fuck your fathers, come to work. But he said, I ain't showing up because I'm treating my mom to dinner.
I did say that. Come on, man. You don't need a whole day for your father. All y'all gonna do is buy that nigga some like hungry man lunch or some bull. I don't even know what niggas do for their fathers.
What happens like if somebody wants to go out on a golf trip with their dad?
No, ain't nobody doing that.
Maybe take some swim lessons or something.
Oh man. Hey man, listen. I don't know. Godfather in his life, and look how that nigga acting. Maybe it's for the better. Who knows?
Hey, we doing a little bit too much.
John Moran daddy been cosplaying Usher for the past 2 years.
hey, we doing a little bit too much.
I wish Shannon Sharp would have folded his bitch ass.
Oh man.
Hey, Jack. The Grizzlies is over, bro.
Hey, listen. If Shannon Sharp would have put his hands on anybody on that team, nigga, he would have been slumped like Tupac, nigga. Right home.
By
who?
Bro,
Shannon Sharp is still in shape, bro.
He might can duck some punches. He ain't ducking out. Hey, Jeremy, you know how we get down over here.
Yeah, that nigga would have got put in a pack by a crocheted sweater, nigga. That would have been crazy.
By who? But outside of Steven Adams, who's gonna be fucking with Shannon?
They saying is you might be able to dodge a punch, but can you dodge a bullet? That's what Jack said.
Hey, BG, thank you, BG.
Oh god.
We know what the nigga saying. Nobody scared of him.
Okay.
Thanks to Adam Silver, you cannot bring bullets into the arena anymore.
How you know that?
They banned it. Remember?
Okay, I thought you tried or something. All right, just trying to make sure.
Oh, what was the one dude that had bullets in his hat like he was the crocodile hunter? He used to put the guard on Golden State. What the fuck was his name?
Somebody Gilbert Arenas?
No.
Monte Ellis or
No.
By the way, I love my father. My
He
father's
had
great.
bullets in his hat. I don't remember that.
Man, what the fuck was his name?
Irrelevant.
I'll figure it later.
Is it a recent player?
No, he's been
Okay,
retired probably for like a decade now.
What was I gonna get to? Okay, y'all think the industry is once again bowing down to Kojima, just worshiping the fucking ground this nigga walks on. They did a whole they did a whole like video of like the Xbox and Kojima team up. Just this, bro. I don't listen. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Oh,
right?
That's my boy B Diddy.
Kojima is Kojima. But do y'all really think like no, listen to me. Do y'all really think? Because he's not the only like amazing developer in the industry, but he's the only one they treat like this.
He's like the Tony Stark of game developers, though.
But okay, but like whoever you would put right below Kojima, let's say you can name one developer right below Kojima, they not even giving him this type of treatment, whoever that is. Where the PlayStation literally rolled out the red carpet, said, listen, we got a whole bunch of engines. What do you want? You can use any of our engines. Gave him a whole studio tour. Xbox feeding this man and like just giving him
BG.
Bruh.
Hey BG, I got a question. Has he ever been dragged through the mud about things he's trying to put in his game to what did Neil Druckmann do? Kind of pander? Has he ever done that in any of his games?
No.
He's done things people didn't like, but they just accepted it. Metal Gear Solid 5 is
Death Stranding? Oh, okay.
Metal Gear Solid 5 isn't like, listen, we know that's an incomplete game, and it's probably one of the worst Metal Gear Solid games. And also,
Metal Gear Solid game is complete.
But y'all did that for CD Projekt Red. Niggas played Witcher 3, ain't never played no other game by them, and now they're the greatest developer of all time.
And
Witcher 2 was good too, though.
But people,
I'm saying Witcher 3, that was a game that made everybody put them on this pedestal. I didn't know what CD Projekt Red was before that game came out. They do this all the time. Just give them a game. When they made Demon's Soul, Bloodborne, they do it they do it all the time.
But go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say Kojima's different, bro. He's on a I don't see the issue, bro. He just like if you mention a Miyamoto or a fucking like it's different levels, bro.
But it's still the treatment is different. And here's the thing, like Alex, right? They put CD Projekt Red on a pedestal after one game. Bro, you would think that Kojima making these games by himself. Like, his team don't get like damn near no credit or no mention. It's Kojima. It's a Kojima game. His studio don't do shit.
What if he the main one leading it? What you mean?
Every studio has a director and leader, but they all get credit.
I was watching some vid, like I think it was last year. I forgot the name of the vid, but apparently it was like, even though, he's known for Metal Gear, there was like a guy that was actually ahead of him that was actually like he was more in charge of like the story of Metal Gear, and like it was like a partner type deal, but like it seems like Kojima gets all of like the credit for it. But this
is Thomas Edison and Tesla.
question. BG. When Neil Druckmann does an interview, does he put his whole team on his lap, or does he sit there and talk about the game by
No,
himself?
he gives credit to his team all the time in interviews. He does. I listen.
Well, it's probably because Kojima don't speak English, nigga. If we spoke Japanese, he probably say no time. Domo arigato.
He probably konnichiwa. Yeah. All right.
Hajimemashite,
I don't. I feel like he's not that type. Like he plasters his name everywhere in the game. Like he wants to remind you constantly in every chapter. This is a Kojima game.
What's your beef with Kojima, good brother?
He's a bit. He's not even a bit overrated. Very overrated, if we're being honest. But
I think I think though. I mean, I think the reason why he gets that treatment though is because I think he's kind of overrated too. Jesus, but I think the reason why he gets that credit is because because of Metal Gear, and like you could say whatever you want about Death Stranding. I had actually started playing that game like late last year because one of my viewers bought it. I personally think Death Stranding, like I just don't like the game. I don't like it. I don't know why. I don't see what people like love so much about the game. But
it's literally the narrative.
But people still like the game, and I feel like with him, like people respect just when he does put out a new game. Like he always is trying to like give you something different and not the same thing. Like you could say whatever you want about his games. At least he's trying like new ideas and trying to do different things. So I think people respect and appreciate that.
I played it for 2 hours. Garbage.
Oh, hold on,
garbage.
Jack.
Garbage.
I beat Death Stranding. I thought it was a decent game.
Oh, Jack, you beat a new IP, but he didn't.
I did.
I beat more new IPs than Jack. Last generation and probably this generation.
You know what? I highly doubt that. BG,
I won it. I'm pretty sure I do. I'm pretty sure I do.
A lot of those indie games Jack be playing are technically new IPs.
They are. And I still think I beat more original games than Jack. But what I was gonna say, what I want Kojima, you know, what would be great. I would love for Kojima. This never happened, but I want him to release a game and nobody knows that it's his game. And I want to see how, I want to see how people react to it. Because I think if Death Stranding was a game made by anybody else, it doesn't get this type of praise. It doesn't. Not even close.
I agree. I agree partially with what you're saying, but at the same time, if you can look at Death Stranding, you don't have to like the game, but you can see the production like value in that game. You know what I mean? I think it will still get some type of traction without Kojima.
Yeah. And my whole point in bringing up Kojima was I wanted to ask y'all, do y'all think Xbox is going to get the better Kojima game? Because I think they are.
No. I'll put money on that. I'll put money on that.
Because I don't know how.
When's the last time the Xbox got better of anything?
But I don't know how you make a game. To me, I don't know how you make a game dumber or worse than Death Stranding. Like that concept. I can't see Xbox getting a dumber concept than that. So I think they won by default.
I mean, it worked though. Even though it might have been a dumb concept, the game worked, man.
What game do you think we'd be getting? Because one of the last thing he showed was the Death Stranding Part 2?
No, they're making like a horror game for Xbox, I believe.
Okay.
PT, come back.
Jazzy says he wants 2 minutes.
Yeah, what my boy Jazz? Hey, BG, you be disrespecting Jazzy, man. Get my man.
What do you mean? I'm just trying to keep the podcast.
Jazzy's my fucking man. Get him in here right now.
I need people to put some respect on. I'm a man of the people. I'll let people get their say in.
Get
Jazzy, how are you doing, sir? And he be coming in here having mic problems. Sometimes I don't know why. Jazzy, you're unmuted.
My gameplay.
Jazzy, go ahead.
Well, he froze.
Can you hear me? There you go.
Right. I'm gonna move on. But yeah, Xbox I think is gonna get the better Kojima game, and I'm happy for them boys. Even though it might come in like 3 years. Happy for y'all boys.
That's kind of weird that you're actually speaking somewhat positively about a Kojima game, BG. That's odd.
It's not even like speaking positively. It's that I don't think you can go any further down after Death Stranding.
You know what's crazy? Even if it is a better game, not only are you not going to play it, you're going to shit on it every chance you get.
No. I really don't think.
You will.
I really don't think you can make a game I hate more than Death Stranding. I don't think it's possible. If he can do that, he truly is amazing. If you can make a game I hate more than that game, nigga, you something else. Because I really hate that game.
Oh, I see.
So that would be impressive if he does.
Was that Jazzy? Was that him?
You just don't have the IQ for Death Stranding, BG.
Maybe.
Go ahead, Jazz. You got 2 minutes, brother. What's going on, brother?
Keep in mind, BG don't care about story in the game or music.
That's cap. That's cap. Well, no, definitely not music, but definitely care about story. Jazzy?
I was be back for Final Fantasy. Never mind.
Okay. Thanks. All right. See what else we got. Oh, they were selling for Verizon members, they were selling Xbox Series S's for $150 this week. That's $150 cheaper than the, what is it, $300 retail? Anybody bought one of those Series S's?
No.
Verizon?
Smoove?
Verizon
Wait,
owners?
so if you had Verizon, you got an Xbox Series S for $150?
Yes, you could have. It's the deal is done now. I think you can't get them anymore. But yeah, this week, if you were a Verizon member, by phone or FiOS, yeah, there was a deal. You could have got an Xbox Series S
for 150.
Yeah, Wario was advertising it. Yeah, Wario 64. Yeah,
You don't need it. You don't need it, Smoove. Don't do it.
No, I wouldn't do that.
But you know who does need it, Smoove?
Who's that?
Oh no, you tell me.
But that's a great deal. I ain't gonna lie. That is even if you're not gonna use it. I think that's
kind of desperate, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Even if you're not gonna use it, what the fuck?
Listen, you ain't ever seen something so cheap that I don't even want this, but that joint cheap.
You ain't that's some nigga shit to say, B.
I was about to say the same thing, Jack.
That's crazy. Nigga say even if you don't use it, that's a great deal. Like what the fuck?
So wait, you think this is desperation, gamer? Come on.
Bro, you know what's funny? Before I had got off my stream, there's also rumors out there that they might be making the Xbox Series S toaster along with the Xbox Series X.
I saw that. I don't know if it was a parody or if it's real.
I mean, at this point, it could be real from them. I wouldn't be shocked.
Because there's the fridge. So they have a fridge.
Yeah. So just hearing all of this stuff, it's just
Fake
I don't know. It's again, they focused on doing all of this stuff, but providing actual new.
Wait, gamer, do you know the because you know about the mini fridge they made, right? Do you know the mini fridge was not meant to be actually used as a fridge?
So it's not a fridge?
Smoove bought it, and what did he say? It melted from the inside because you weren't supposed to keep it plugged in?
You gotta unplug it. You gotta unplug it every couple of hours. You can't keep it plugged in.
It is it's just a cosmetic POS, but
it's not a fridge.
POS.
Yeah. They advertise it as a fridge.
It's a mini fridge. It's just best not used as a fridge.
You gotta periodically unplug it or to melt.
Insane.
Wow. So they can't even do that right, is what you're saying.
Yo, BG, your Discord is bleeding everywhere, man.
Oh man.
Oh, what? What's going on?
It's looking like the assault on King's Landing in there.
What's going on? But hey, run it down, man. We got time. What happened?
We don't.
Yeah, so listen to this. Listen to this real quick, Jack.
BG?
A dude is in there saying he mutes the podcast every time I talk. Could you imagine how many clicks that takes?
That is a lot of
to be listening to the
podcast.
mute.
That's actually funny. I ain't gonna lie. That's funny.
Mute. I'd be controlling people's computers. I'd be controlling people's sleep patterns. There was a nigga in the chat set today that saying I should be playing with my kids. But I'm talking about bombs. But go play with your fucking kids.
Yo, I'm saying you having a whole conversation while in a podcast, just going back and forth.
Man.
That's a skill. That's a skill.
And
Why are you
you know what I'm also doing? You know what I'm also doing, gamer? I'm controlling all my lances in MechWarrior 5 because I can.
Oh, okay.
And you know what else I'm doing, Jack?
What else you doing?
You know what else I'm doing? AEW
doing,
Revolution pre-show. So I'm doing.
I got
the pre-show on. I got MechWarrior 5 on. We handling BG.
Living life.
And I'm dealing with.
Whoa.
Hey, Bud having a good Sunday on y'all boys.
I'm dealing with fucking niggas in the Discord.
He having a good Sunday on y'all boys. Yes, sir.
Please stop flexing on us.
Okay.
And I got the time to read the chats to get Tony and Jazzy in here.
Oh man, you're just that guy, huh?
Many talents.
Yo, just thank my secretary, right, babe?
Oh wow.
Oh shit. And you got the honeys on deck.
Thank my secretary.
Let's go.
Hey, put on the mic.
Next topic.
I just whip my shit out.
Huh?
What?
Hey, next topic, BG.
Next topic. Y'all unhinged. Okay. I think I'm gonna go to Bond on this one first. I think y'all heard about.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you have this one. I think you might have heard about this story. Some of y'all might have. JRPGs being an insulting term to some of the Japanese developers. So Naoki Yoshida, producer for Final Fantasy 16, he said he doesn't like the term JRPG And he goes on to explain the first time he heard it, he felt like it was a discriminatory term. He said one thing he gets is that like when they create games, they don't do it thinking like, oh, this is a JRPG. To them, they're just creating, RPGs. The term JRPG is used by Western media rather than users and media in Japan. So that word doesn't even exist to them, right? It's only here in the West.
Oh yeah, why? Like,
They in Japan.
Do you think they say African American in Africa or African
No.
African?
Not at all.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think your point makes sense.
Here's why I think he's upset. First
But
of
wait,
all,
let me read the rest real quick. He said this is going to depend on who you ask, but there was a time when this term first appeared about 15 years ago, and for us developers, at the time when we heard it, it was a discriminatory term. It felt like people were making fun of us for creating these games, and so the term JRPG can trigger some bad feelings. It wasn't a compliment, he said during those times. JRPG has a better he did admit it has a better connotation now, but he's saying back then it was kind of used negatively.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I 100% disagree with this man for this reason. JRPGs, especially on consoles, were far superior than Western RPGs, probably up until the 360 era, when Xbox, the 360 started getting games like Oblivion. So why he's saying it as a negative term when for, let's see, regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo, PS1, for four generations, JRPGs were praised. Like, there was literally a time in gaming where wherever Squaresoft went, that's where everybody else went. That's how popular JRPGs were. Squaresoft was on Nintendo, Nintendo won. Squaresoft was on Super Nintendo won. Squaresoft jumped to PS1, PlayStation 1 won. Like, the power, JRPGs used to be the most dominant force in video gaming. So where he's getting this at, it's always been looked down upon and how it was a bad term is beyond me. There was a time when people said, oh, RPG, but it's not a JRPG. I don't want to play it. But now I feel like this is coming out because there are some people that look at Final Fantasy as a classic Japanese RPG, much in the same vein as Dragon Quest. And when they think of Final Fantasy, that's what they want to play. But now all of a sudden they're making a Final Fantasy game that's like a Devil May Cry game. It's not really a classic Japanese RPG, and that's why I feel like they're trying to get away from that connotation because they know the game they're putting out isn't your tried and true standard Japanese RPG. I don't see From Software complaining that people call their game a Japanese RPG. I didn't see From Software complaining that Elden Ring is one of the best-selling Japanese RPGs of all time. And when he says that other developers are saying this, I'm not saying he's lying, but I've never heard about this. He said, 10, 15 years ago?
15 years ago.
Yeah. I've never heard of Japanese developers complaining about this literally till now. I could be wrong, but somebody correct. I've never heard of this until now. It's very convenient to me that I'm only hearing this now that Final Fantasy 16 is coming out.
So
Did he name any other developers or studios that have been complaining about this?
No, but one thing that's been passed around on social media after this came out was X-Play. They did this bit where they were like kind of mocking Japanese, the Japanese culture, right? They were being like, this would never, like the video like that's been passed around on Twitter. They would be all the way the hell out of here if this released today, right? But back then it was acceptable. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but here's the problem. While Japanese RPGs were the powerhouse and everything, at the time that Baten Kaitos came out, we're talking about JRPGs were starting to go into the doldrums. JRPGs started becoming regulated to the handheld ghettos, as BG calls it. Pretty much every JRPG... When did Baten Kaitos come out? Give me an exact date.
Baten Kaitos Origins, the game that came out, it had to be early 2000s.
Let's see. 2004. So that's about the time I was exiting high school. So at that time, JRPGs were getting very stale. They were getting very formulaic. They were getting very cliche. Oh, your little kid saves the world, princess. Like, it was getting boring. everything was the same. They weren't being innovated. Because I also remember that's when Final Fantasy 12 came out. Let me correct my dates. FF12, is that 2004? Let's see. FF12, I'm right. Oh, 2006. Okay, 2 years later. So yeah, JRPGs were getting stale. That's why Final Fantasy 12 had to have the whole Gambit system. Remember that whole completely new battle system?
Yeah.
Because JRPGs were getting stale. So I don't understand where this thing is coming from. It wasn't a negative kind of. That's why X-Play, they shouldn't have made that video, obviously, but that's why they were making a video like that, because literally every JRPG around that time, mostly, was literally cut and carbon paste. It was copy paste. Like, it was boring. It was the same shit. JRPGs were my favorite genre. Like, in that era, like, I did not really play many JRPGs. And it's no coincidence that also at this time, Japanese developers were struggling, and the Xbox 360 was dominating the industry because the genre that formerly was carrying the industry was going to shit. So he can say whatever he wants in his opinion. I'm not saying that he's lying or not. But again, when things are quality, it's revisionist history. When you up, you talking while you up. But at the same time, just like Michael B. Jordan, you be looking in the past, seeing who shamed you back then when you was down.
So, like, what was this guy saying? Does he want the term to be dropped and just be called RPGs?
No.
Or
Because he said that the term is used in a
Mhm.
positive light today, nowadays. He's saying back then it was used negatively, like
I don't
stuff
even
like
feel like it was
journalism,
back
stuff like
then.
that.
Well, we
Yeah.
wouldn't have. They received it that way. Because, by the way, so I believe it was Skill Up who asked them that, because they had a whole Final Fantasy media blowout or whatever, and I believe they said Skill Up used the term JRPG when he got the chance to interview him, and then that's what got he said he looked uncomfortable when he referred to the game as a JRPG, because he said it's just an RPG to him, that he doesn't like that. What that connection, that we put it in a box. He doesn't like, Japanese JRPGs being shoehorned and labeled like that, when to him and their culture, it's just an RPG.
Yeah, just like in our culture, the old computer games weren't called Western RPGs; they were just called RPGs. It's no different. That's why we designated JRPGs here, because they were different than the RPGs we were making in the West.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious what Japanese people would call our RPGs.
Just RPGs.
I think they would probably call our RPGs something different.
That's a good question.
Well, I don't know any Japanese people to ask, so it's
you
a
can
something.
Ask Genki. He on Twitter. He in the community.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who half these people are.
Yeah, I can ask Genki.
Yeah.
I know Genki. Yeah, I'll ask him.
Yeah, he in the community.
Ask him, because last time, I followed the dude who I thought was from the Japanese. He just happened to be some white dude pretending.
Akira, silly ass.
Genki is the dude who outed him for being fake Japanese.
Yes.
Twitter space legend. Twitter space legend right there.
Tweet him right now, BG, and ask him if the Japanese refer to Western RPGs as any other thing compared to their own RPGs.
Yeah, I'll
or, he would have been a good guest to have on today to hear what he had to say about the whole situation. Okay, I said what I said. What are your guys' thoughts?
I feel like it's a term that usually, obviously, people in the West use it. Of course, so I can kind of understand his perspective, because when RPGs are advertised in Japan, they always call it RPG. It's never a distinction, and because a lot of people in the West, they categorize it separately, or if it's made by Japan specifically, because they only play RPGs in Japan. That's made from Japan, or with like an anime art style, things of that nature. And a lot of people in that category, they have a clear disdain of like Western RPGs in general. So I can kind of understand what he's coming from, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, whatever. It is what it is, whatever.
I mean, I know people that won't even touch Western RPGs. They're like, oh, if it's not JRPG, I won't even play it. And not to mention, over here, we categorize everything. SRPGs, CRPGs, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything has subcategories. Like, there's so many subcategories now. Like, you could get to the point of, like, is there really... Like, some people go, well, why isn't Borderlands an RPG? or why isn't Horizon? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many subcategories right now. Gaming is so much deeper because you have action games that have many RPG systems, or you have RPG games that have many action systems, and vice versa. I mean, some people call Madden an RPG franchise mode.
Niggas from the hood call it that.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, think about it also this way. These I don't really play them, but like these 2K games where you have to, like, you know, make your player, take them through high school and college, like that could be considered an RPG technically.
Gotta put attributes on them, all that shit.
Okay.
So
I see how they would not want to. I mean, from a dev point of view, that it could put them in like a box, but like Bond was saying, I always looked at JRPGs as like a higher tier for RPG games. Like I never felt like they were not praised. But I mean, I guess I could see how they could think they might put them in the box.
Why do you put them on the upper echelon? Is it because of they have some top 10 games of all time that you can't deny, or is it just because it's coming from over there?
I just explained it to you back in the day.
I'm talking to gamer.
Okay.
Yeah, I just feel like back in the day, like some of the JRPG, like especially on PS2, like growing up back in the day, like I was playing Star Ocean and just all different types of games, and I just always felt like I always played those games more so than, like, you know, other RPG titles. I just always felt like they were praised back in the day, and like never had it
until you said Star Ocean.
What? I'm strictly talking about Star Ocean till
the end of time.
Yeah, till the end of time.
The end of trash.
I played that. No. I used to play that junk a lot on PS2. That was a great Star Ocean game. I don't know about the rest.
I think Star Ocean is actually one of the most overrated mid RPG franchises that's really only had 1.5 good games. Star Ocean 3 on PS, Star Ocean 2 on PS. Is it 3 or 2? Because I know we didn't get one. One's on Super Nintendo, or 2's on Super Nintendo. Is it Star Ocean 3? I believe. No, it's Star Ocean 2. Star Ocean 1 Super. Yes. Star Ocean on PS1, which is Star Ocean 2, is a good game. I went back and tried to play Star Ocean 2 back in the day through an NES ROM translation. Second Story, yeah, obviously. But, you know, Second Story is okay. I just don't. I think it's like a B-, a solid C++. You know, it gets a degree, but it's not like making the honor roll.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
At the time, it was great to me, though. At least that game.
I mean, speaking of JRPGs, shout out to y'all know where I'm going right here.
Leave that man alone.
GameSpark.
Oh, he finally broke down?
Oh my God!
You pissed him off this week, Bun.
Oh yes, I definitely did.
Leave him alone.
This man literally said that his first Final Fantasy was with the YRP, the YRP, the YRP of Final Fantasy X-2. Trash.
Yeah.
And that not only was the YRP his first Final Fantasy game, but he played Kingdom Farts before he had ever even played any Final Fantasy game. This is blasphemy of the highest degree and order of JRPGs.
I don't.
Not only has this man committed heresy from not ever playing The Legend of Heroes, but the YRP was his first Final Fantasy.
That's crazy.
The motherfucker played Kingdom.
Bro, we gonna slander Kingdom. I mean, you can slander 3 all you want to, but we ain't gonna slander the.
I could not imagine your entry into the genre of JRPGs and Final Fantasy is Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I don't blame for that. I just felt sorry for him. That's a bad way to start.
Crazy. Like, this nigga said he didn't know what the Final Fantasy characters were until he played Kingdom Hearts. I was like, huh?
There's a lot of people out there that started recognizing what Kingdom Hearts threw, but because of Final Fantasy, because of Kingdom Hearts, especially if you're a Disney fan. Like, you've never touched Final Fantasy, I can see why that is. For some people, at least, but
you know what? You know how I knew the world was doomed in JRPGs? I'll never forget this story. My friend told me he went to pick up his kid from daycare, and this girl went to pick up her kids, and her kids' names were Sora and Riku.
Oh my God!
I would have told my kids, "You gonna never play with those two kids."
And it's like, I don't
leave those fuckers alone.
And it's like, it's hard. I feel like it's kind of hard to blame certain people because listen, my first Final Fantasy was 6, but I don't think I could ever imagine going back to 1 through 5. I don't think I could do it. So
you should definitely play 4 at least. I think 4 would hold.
I don't
know if I could do it.
You could play 4 because 4 definitely has a story where you're not some fucking kid. You're an actual knight. You're one of the best fighters in the kingdom, so it's actually believable that you could save the world, and you're not. What the hell's that? What's that one game on PS3 that 7th Level always talks about? The Studio Ghibli game.
Oh, you got Nino Kuni.
Yeah, like I can't take a game like that seriously. Where like a 5-year-old is expected to save the world.
He's not 5 years old. Stop saying that.
Though he looks better. Like I just feel like any like grown ass man will just walk up on him and just punch him, and the game will be over. Like I can't take it seriously. Like, okay, for example, I just finished Game of Thrones, like, and I knew Arya Stark was one of the bigger characters and heroes. I was gonna say today, like, up until season 6, I would have never been able to comprehend that. But throughout that whole game, I'm told you play as that little ass kid. Does not make sense. Can't take it seriously. And again, that's also one of the problems with that era of JRPGs. People were tired of cliche stories with some little fucking kid, the chosen one, the child of prophecy. Like, it doesn't make sense that a 6-year-old is your best chance to save the world in a world of adults and people like that. It doesn't make sense.
But not many people even played that game for one, and plus, there's other games that came out during that time where it wasn't like that. You have Valkyrie. Valkyria Chronicles, and then you have stuff
really
like
popular games, though.
Yeah, but that's saying there were still JRPGs at that time that weren't doing stuff like that, like Nocturne and a lot of those Atlas PS2 games. They came out at the back end of the PS2 generation when PS3 was out, like Persona 4.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But then again, I'll say this: how many of these niggas ever even played or heard of Persona until 5?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Besides me and you, probably not.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Bond's gonna love this story. There's going to be an Olympic esports event, like actual Olympics.
So are they gonna like take niggas' switches away and have them like tackle teachers, or?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Here are the games that are going to be at the Olympic esports in 2023 Singapore. Okay, this is an interesting list. What? I saw it. Okay, so archery, tic-tac-bow. Okay, baseball. So the archery game is called tic-tac-bow. Never heard of it. Baseball is going to be eBaseball Power Pros, not MLB The Show for some reason. Okay. It's going to be a chess game. The cycling game is called Z-Swift. The dance game, there's going to be a dance game at the Olympics. It's Just Dance 2023. Jack, you should. Never mind.
I prefer Dance Dance Revolution, sir.
You should make a game, Jack, called Just Jiggy.
Whoo! Hey, Bond on it today, man. That's not a bad idea, man. I like
the motorsport game at the Olympics is going to be Gran Turismo 7. Sailing is going to be virtual regatta. Taekwondo is going to be virtual taekwondo, and tennis is going to be tennis clash. So
hold on, they're not using a set of Kusiku Corsione or what the shit they got playing?
No,
my bad.
So hold on, let me question this. When they're saying they're doing Olympic esports, they're not actual video games. They're like electronic renditions of actual sports.
Some of these are actual video games. Just Dance 2023, Gran Turismo 7. I don't know what the rest of these are, but I know they're games. All of them are actual games.
I mean, esports would mean electronic, so it's got to be some type of game, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think it sounds dumb now, right? It definitely sounds dumb. But I think if it's eventually taken more serious, then it could be a big deal. Because look at all these other gaming events that be having like hundreds of thousands of people there, and like the prize is mad money. So I think if they get the right, I guess, audience and the right games, like it could be a big platform for your game to be an esports, an Olympic esports game.
Is it only family friendly games? Is there any like shooters?
No,
fighters?
there's no. It's only games that are based on actual sports.
Yes,
it has to be based on actual sport.
They have shooting and as a sport. They shoot the disc, they shoot the accuracy, precision.
I mean, I guess that's what the bow game would be.
Yeah,
right?
there's an archery game for that, I guess. So
archery is different than shooting a damn gun.
yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, so it's
I
got to
mean,
be
it
based
is,
on real
but-
sport. Interesting times. Okay. All right.
David, you retweeted the stream on your Twitter?
I'm not even on Twitter no more, bro.
man,
I've been off Twitter for like 3 years now.
Yeah, 2
You-
What you on? What you on? MySpace? Facebook? What you on?
They kicked you out.
MySpace.
They kick you out, or you chose to leave.
They kicked me out.
Damn.
Or what's his name took over? Elon.
Yeah,
they might unban your account then, right?
Yeah,
He can definitely come back.
Check it out. I mean, Uncle Elon freed me on my birthday, and the Nets ain't
definitely
never
come
been
back.
and the Nets ain't never been the same since, right, J-Main? Right, J-Main.
Wow. Gamer just don't want to come back to Twitter. That's what it is.
I mean, I'll be 100%.
It's not even that. It's just I listen. When I was on Twitter, that junk was pure entertainment, but it was hard for me to get off. So the fact that I actually got like kicked off, it kind of like helped me not be on it as much. And now I've been without it for so long, I just don't need it.
I know that freed up your mental, man. Because the social media is very stressful.
It is, bro.
There's a lot of them niggas on social media, man. It's hard to navigate that shit.
I got banned because I called someone the R word. Retarded. Literally, that's it.
You better get us banned.
What are they retarded?
Well, yeah, and like I was saying this to my chat, but yet like girls be like freaking busting it like wide open on a Twitter. Like they could do all this stuff, and like I said that, and I'm gone. Like it just makes
You
no
wish
sense.
you could bust it wide open too, or what's the issue?
I mean, equality, bro.
Oh man.
Right, I got you. Hey, come to After Dark.
See, Jay, Gamer's right, but I will say this. I remember my Twitter got banned before brother Elon freed me. I was off it for 3 months, and people were like, come back. That was 3 very peaceful months. Like, if I didn't have YouTube, I probably wouldn't be on Twitter.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Just because like I'm not like I still be on YouTube a lot. Like YouTube and Twitch is still being on social media. So it's like, I mean, when you're on Twitter, you like I feel like you think like, yo, you like I can't live without Twitter, and I felt like that at first, but I've been without it for so long. It's just, it's all about balance, bro, at the end of the day.
Okay. All right.
Wait. B.G. Do you miss me on Twitter?
Sure. If that makes you feel better today, you know what?
I mean, you always be like, saying, "Oh, you don't come through," and like, "Yo, where you been?" Like, I mean, if you miss me, just say it.
Listen, a black man can't miss another black man. Listen, man, it's all good.
They can. They definitely
I'm
can.
here, brother. I'm
Hey,
here,
no,
brother.
like,
Get them on that strike. Get them on that Striking Vipers with the VR.
Oh, come
Ooh,
on. See,
that's
you
a
always
new
gotta
banger in the streets. That's
see
a new banger.
the
seen that
the
clip of,
Octoroon always gotta make it gay.
the
The Octoroon always gotta make it gay. Come on, man.
What is an octoroon?
You're 1/8 black.
Oh my god.
That term is crazy.
Yeah, did you make that up yourself?
No, it's a
That
real
shit-
word. Look it up. Octoroon is somebody that's 1/8 black.
That shit sound racist in nature.
Yeah,
Like,
nigga.
it's like a monkey race at this moment. But
Yeah, these niggas at Discord are retarded, yo. They just said that
here we go.
Alfin looks like a girl from Tales of Arise. They're calling Adol the Red. So they said he looks like a girl.
from Ease?
Yes.
Oh, come on, now, not my boy Ada. What y'all doing in there,
oh
man?
my god. They're saying they're saying the main character from Tokyo Xanadu and Kevin from Sky is the third. Like,
Hey, Bon, they trying to gaslight you, bro.
you
Don't let
can
them
tell,
do it.
one, these people don't play these games. One, they're not legendary, Jack. They ain't legendary like me. And two,
I see that.
Adol the Red is like, he's the oldest swordsman in gaming outside of Link.
They don't know, man. They ain't outside, Bon.
Like when did Ease 1 come out? Like, Ease 1 came out in like the fucking 80s, you dumbasses.
They weren't born in the 80s, Bond.
Yeah, like these fucking born in 3D gamers.
Okay. All right. I want everybody to do a summary. We're up to a quick summary of their thoughts because we're up to episode 8, pretty damn near at the end of The Last of Us. I need everybody. Quick summary. How do you think the show is so far? I'm gonna start with Jeremy.
Listen, I still watch the show. I had to stop doing my reviews for the show because, and I was saying this to my chat, I don't like The Last of Us fan base right now. Like, I feel like you cannot critique Last of Us without people feeling some type of way about it. Like, you just can't. You have to like it, or like something is wrong with you. So I had stopped reviewing the shows after episode 4. It's funny that I did that because the next episode that followed, episode 5, hands down, I don't know if you guys agree with me, was the best episode in this series so far.
It was. I
actually feel like, they tried to stay as close to the game as possible while, still doing stuff differently. And there's another thing. I have to let this out because I don't do reviews no more. Why are they so shy about showing infected in this series? They only show them in like they'll show them in like one episode, and then you won't see them again until 2 or 3 episodes later. They don't show them a lot, and it's funny that all of the episodes to where they actually show them end up being the best episodes. So it's like, is that, and at this point it's like I just watch it just to watch, just to watch it with my chat, but it's tough to watch this show and people was saying to me when I was reviewing the show, oh, if you wanted a 1-to-1 of the game, then just play the game, idiot. Like that's never what I wanted in the first place. I wanted them to do different things in the show and take different twists and routes while still paying homage to huge events that happen in the game. I feel like most of like the huge moments that have happened in the game, when you see them in the show, they're nowhere near as good. The whole Bill episode, I didn't even think, I personally, I thought that was the best switch up they did for, someone that was in the game in the show thus far. I know people had a lot of issues with that episode, but at least, because in the game, Bill never got closure. You never knew what happened to Bill, like, after
he lived his life in peace until whatever.
Yeah, but at least in the show,
Frank hung himself.
No, I'm saying in the game, Bond, when you leave Bill, he's still alive and you just never see him. And they talk and like they bring him up in like Last of Us 2, but after you leave him, he's just kind of like a ghost. You don't know what's going on with Bill. So I'm saying in the show, at least he got closure to where like how his story ended. But they still did that kind of in a way that I didn't like. But I still, kind of thought that was the best deviation that they did in the show thus far. The whole stuff they did with Tess, I hated it. They freaking butchered Tess. I don't care what no one say. And yeah, I mean, I just feel like, and then I got to get to Pedro Pascal, bro.
Don't talk about the Chileans.
I thought this dude was finna be the guy that carried the show. I thought, because he is the most, like, I feel like notable actor that's in the show. I felt like he was going to be the one that's carrying the show. I don't know how y'all feel about him as Joel. I feel like at moments he does, things that's like, okay, I like it. But most times, bro, is this man not like almost like, I don't know, like this nigga just has like no emotion. And he's like, in the last, because I still didn't see the episode 7. I'm actually watch that and then 8 tonight with my chat. But in the last episode that I seen, which was 6, like, and then I start to feel like I'm nitpicking because when I like get into all of the gripes I have about the show, people be like, bro, just play the game, then, you idiot. I'm like, bro, I'm literally trying to watch the show while still being a fan, but I'm allowed to have critiques of the show. I just feel like Pedro Pascal as Joel, I am not impressed with what he's been doing so far. Like, I was probably impressed with him in maybe episode 1, and since then it's kind of just like, I don't know about this guy. I feel like Bella Ramsey has been doing a better job than him.
No, I disagree with that.
She needs to put a hat on.
I kind of suck. I kind of hate her.
Put a hat on.
Jack, you want to do a quick one?
Wait. BG,
Oh, this man
wait,
hates
so-
the show. Okay, go ahead.
no, I know it, but yeah. So I mean, currently, as I'm watching the show right now, I have completely, like, I don't even. I have completely taken the game out of my mind because it's almost like a parody at this point. Like, I've only really liked episode 5. I thought 8 was good. I mean not 8, but I thought 1 was good too because I gave that an 8. Outside of episode 1 and 5, has this show not been mid? Like, I don't feel like it's crazy to say that, but yeah, you see people saying, "Oh, this is one of the greatest shows I've ever seen." Like, I've literally seen.
Why you sound like Martin Luther King?
I've literally seen people put. I've seen people put this show up there with Breaking Bad.
Oh no, they tripping. They tripping.
Get the freak out of here.
They tripping.
There's no way, and that's why again I get back to the Last of Us fan base. I feel like you cannot critique anything Last of Us no more without these Last of Us fans saying that you're like a hater or like you don't get it. So yeah.
I don't think most of the people defending the show are Last of Us fans. I think they're irregulars.
I still feel like more people who are watching this show have played the games than newcomers.
I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know. But
I mean,
Jack, you want to do a quick one?
Yeah, I had to say I just had to take my do-rag off and check and see if my brain was still there because hey, this dude Jeremy, I don't got nothing else to say. What he just said, hey, put a mirror up to what he just. Hey, I agree 100,000% with what the fuck you mirrored my sentiments exactly. I'm gonna say the show is okay. The show is okay. It does what it does. It satisfies the people that want to watch it.
You were the biggest critic.
I was, but like Jeremy say, if any bit of criticism is going to be met with immediate dismissal or, well, just go play the game. I can't believe you wanted to be just like. So listen, they got it. They won. I'm bowing out gracefully, but I do agree with what Jeremy just said. That's it.
Yeah. The only thing I disagree with, I agree with everything Jeremy said, except for I think Pedro Pascal is a better Joel than Bella Ramsey is Ellie. But aside from that, how they structure the episodes and how they do them, that's not the way I think it should have been done.
One more thing, and that's another thing that's really tough about this show because I felt like this season should have been at least 11 to 12 episodes.
Definitely. They
rushed. Have to. A lot of the big moments in the episode 6 was which is where they have the where Joel and Ellie have the fight.
Yeah.
That whole thing feels so rushed because in like 2 minutes later, like they made up, and it's like there's just a lot of moments in this show that you can't really grasp how like big it actually was because they have to speed up the pace of the show because it is only 9 episodes, so there's a lot of stuff going on with this.
Alex, any thoughts?
Jeremy definitely did a scatter shot with Pascal. I'm gonna be honest. I said this in After Dark. We don't see the soft side of him for a country guy. Like in the game, there was a fine line between I'm grizzled, I'm angry, I got a lot going on or whatever. But he also has a tender side, right? I personally have not seen him open that door to Ellie yet. There's 1 or 2 times where there was one time where they laughed because she made a joke from that book in the woods and they was camping, and he said that was so stupid and he kept laughing. That was cool to see. But the most emotion we've seen from him since episode 1 is when he got heartburn in the snow. Like, I'm good on that. With Bella, her head still got recoil when she moved too quick. The show is good for people that haven't played the game. And that's because the story is so good. It's his downfall. Like when you have video games that turn into movies, the impressive part is watching them bring that to live action. The skill is in them portraying what a video game was able to do with CG. Like, you have real humans. We want to see this hurt, this pain, this anguish. We want to see y'all portray that, and how well can you do it? This video game had grown men crying. This video game had people reaching out to their fathers. Like, you can go crazy with it. If you want to make a web comic, if you want to make a little short series, then we want to hear about Bill and all that. Nigga, show me what happened in the game. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see that extra stuff. Do what you need to do. It's already cinematic. Just do it. Just do it.
Just do
And
it.
we touched on this in After Dark. We touch on this every week. I don't
Oh
want. I
man,
don't want
Wonton
to
about
get
to be
mad,
on
so-
y'all ass.
You feel me? But like I said, I agree with y'all. The show
Here
is
it come.
cool. The show is cool.
Let me
It's
get my
meant for
thoughts
people-
out before Wonton goes.
Go ahead, Bon.
Overall, I would say it's a little bit better than mid. It's not mid. I'd say it's in like it can go from like the low to the mid 7 range.
Why is mid though considered bad? That's average.
It's not bad. Thank you. That's what I've been saying forever. Mid is average, but people
That's
get
literally all
people
it
get
means.
offended. See, you were criticizing me earlier today, Gamer, but you
Me? What do you mean?
think more like you think more like me in the quality realm than you know. Anyway, it's better than mid, so it's above average. It's probably still one of the best video game adaptations there are. I mean, I guess you can. The argument for that can be that's not saying much because everything else is trash. There are certain things I didn't care for. I would have liked them to take a different path in episode 3 because I would have liked to see, instead of the story we got that really has nothing to do with the overall story, it's completely irrelevant. My girl just skipped over that episode and came back to it later because I was like, look, I'm trying to watch the next episode. You don't even need to see this episode. She came back later. It's like, oh, it was a nice story, but really, they could have just gone to the battery. Didn't really need to happen. But I really wanted to know, because we saw the result and what happened with Bill and Frank in the game. But I would have liked to see how cruel people are and what led up to that point of that nigga leaving and hanging himself.
Yep.
What was the breaking point? What was the boiling point? Because you heard he was always upset. He was always at. What was the final straw? That's what I thought we were going to see. Not to mention all the action sequences in that, and I was deprived of the refrigerator hanging upside down, pulley shooting things. So any part where Smoove dies 100 times is a part I want to see in the show. So like, I know that nigga Smoove had PTSD when he heard that sniper fire. I know he was shook when he saw that guy sniping. But Ellie is just. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of Bella Ramsey. Is her name Bella Ramsey? Or is that a porn star?
that's
That's
I think it's somebody else. Anyway, she's not bad, but see,
I feel like it's both of them. They're just like okay as their character.
Exactly. The problem is this: it's very hard because the game did such a good job portraying these characters. And for whatever reason, they told the actors and actresses not to play the game. Like, how do you... I'm not saying Pedro couldn't do it, but like, how do you correctly convey and capture something when you don't look at the source material? I don't understand that.
Well, I guess they said that's why Neil was there to direct them, be it.
But wouldn't it just be easier for them to like watch or play the game? Or ask if you played the game? Because if they're going to lift lines directly from the game, then play the damn game. Like literally, like in the ambush, I swear, like the 2 dudes he was shooting at, they were literally using canned lines from the game. I don't even think it was the people in the show talking.
Yeah.
I think they just lifted clips from enemies in the game.
You
He was
motherfucker.
like, shoot the fucker.
Yeah. I'm like, why would you say that?
Yeah.
Like, get that bonehead, nigga. Like, bro, if y'all don't act,
Like
Hey,
they just
but-
the guy just went into Vegas and said, "Let me take some audio clips and just fill them in here."
There's something else that I want to know what y'all in the chat thinks. The way that Joel is portrayed in this show, because in the game he's like portrayed as like a badass. You don't want to mess with Joel, bro. By the time what's her face come in to play, Joel is gonna get messed up in a like just the way he is in this show. Abby is gonna mess Joel up, bro.
I would fuck Joel up. You know how I would do it? I would throw
In
a
the
bat.
ass?
I would throw a bat at that nigga, tell him to pick it up, then I would just beat the shit out of his ass.
Jesus.
He ain't gonna be able to hit you with the bat, Jack.
are y'all really? All right, be honest. When they make the season 2 or whatever for the second game part, I know it's gonna be a while, whatever. Are y'all really gonna watch it, or is it gonna be on some catching when I catch it? Depending on how this show going for y'all,
I'ma watch
I guess
it.
you're gonna
Might
watch
as
it.
well. I mean, here's the thing. I call it bleached. Everybody knows that the full shitter arc was trash. Absolute dog shit if
The
you
what
ever
now?
read it. Bleach, the anime, the manga. Everybody knows the full shitter arc was trash. Everybody wanted to drop it after the full shit arc. But then Kubo said the 1,000-Year Blood Arc War was the final arc. Well, at this point, you've already watched 3/4 of the manga, read it. You might as well finish it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm going to feel about this show.
Yeah.
Even if it ends and it's mid, if it's only 2 seasons, well, fuck, I've already watched the first season. I might as well just finish the damn.
Well, they might split season 2 up in game 2 and 2 seasons.
Among like all the different shows I watch, you know, Snowfall, BMF, Chicago PD. I watch a lot of shows. Last of Us and is not like something like, oh man, I can't wait to get to the end of the week. It's not. You know, I just watch it.
No, Snowfall that fire though. Snowfall that fire, BG.
Yeah. No, I like Snowfall.
Can I give my thoughts real quick? I want.
Yeah, one time I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, brother.
Oh, that's fire.
Enough.
What?
He cracked his knuckles.
Just a couple of things I want to get out the way. Contrary to popular belief, there's some people who feel like I like this show no matter what. I don't have no complaints. That's not true. I actually do have some criticisms, a lot of the same ones that y'all have been saying. It's just that a lot of the things people have been saying since the show, before the show even came out, have just been like really just random, off the wall nitpicks. That's the stuff that I had issue with. But
such as
overall, well, I mean, we could talk about it, but I just want to say overall, I like the show. It's not a game changer. It's not like the greatest TV show of all time. I'm not going to jump out the window and say it's the greatest adaptation of all time. It's just a good show. And the reason that I feel like I've been enjoying it personally is because personally, I have not been comparing it to the game the entire time. I've been enjoying it for what it is. For what it is, it's a good show. I like it, but I still think the game is better. And I feel like that's fine. Like, it doesn't have to be better than the game. It's possible to enjoy both of them separately in their own ways. And that's kind of how I've been looking at it. Okay. I feel like Pedro Pascal has done a good job with Joel with what he's been given. I agree that the show should have been more episodes, 9 episodes for the type of, for them to build the relationship between Joel and Ellie. I don't think is enough time, especially when you have to do everything else that's going on in the story. So I think the season should have been longer. I kind of don't agree with the whole Joel being, people are saying Joel looks weak in the show. I don't really agree with that. I agree with the fact that we don't get to see him in as much action because there's not as many gameplay sequences in the show. But the times that we do see him in action in the show, he's not soft. He's beating niggas to pulps. He's killing people ruthlessly. When there's action, Joel,
bro, this man was about to die in the
yes.
if it wasn't for Ellie.
Episode one, he beats a guy to death with his bare hands.
There's been 7 episodes.
When they get caught in the shootout with the truck, when they get to Kansas City, he kills that kid, even though the kid's begging for his life.
Did we see it though?
Yeah, I don't like when they quick.
Okay, but that's a different argument, Alex. You can say we didn't see it, but the argument it was that he's weak.
But that's what I'm saying. We're not reading a book. We're watching a show. We want to see it. That's the issue.
I'm not talking about that though. That's 2 different things.
Okay, but we're saying that
we know.
What I'm saying is, it falters. What you're saying is, oh, he's a badass. He's killing people. He's killing the kid. He's begging for his mom. We don't see it as a viewer, nigga. I don't care what you're doing behind closed doors. As a viewer, I need to see that.
But that's
if that's the case, put a black screen in front of the camera the whole show and let us hear it.
Alex, if you want to say that if you want to see the violence, that's fine. But that's a separate argument than saying Joel is soft. We know that he did that shit. If you're saying you want to see it, that's a separate argument, and I'm not disagreeing.
Are you saying he's mentally soft or like physically and violently?
Me personally. What I've seen people say is that they feel like Joel is not as much of a threat. They feel like he's too soft, and even going against what Alex said earlier, he said he hasn't seen any emotion from Joel. There are people who've been complaining because they said Joel shows too much emotion in the show. Like when he's talking to Tommy and he cries and he breaks down. People are saying, "Oh, he's weak."
What are you saying, Alex? Because I think Joel is a threat, and I think Joel physically and violently isn't soft. If somebody wanted to say he's mentally soft, I could see making an argument for that. But even in the context of the show, he doesn't seem like a dude you want to run into.
Fam,
Bro, he just told Ellie, he said, go in the other room. He said, go in the other room. And then they had to play a caption at the bottom of my TV that said, stop Asian hate. if
Okay,
you let that kid
him
have
killing people, cool. He can kill people. What I'm getting at is, okay, when he talking to his brother, right? And it's more so than just him being quote unquote soft because he's showing a range of emotion. We want that. My comment earlier was saying his dynamic with Ellie, I don't sense it. I don't sense that I'm slowly seeing her as a daughter figure. That remember in the game when it leads up to him saying, yeah, you're right, you're not my daughter, right? There was a build up to that. It's like, well, damn it, you've been kind of vibing with her. You've been building a rapport with her. When it did it in the show, I was like, yeah, I guess I believe it. I mean, it don't really seem like you at any point have kind of looked at her as more than a escort mission. On the show, I don't care about that. I'm speaking as for with the violence. We are not seeing that nigga go crazy like he did in the game. And I get it. One time you go say that's a game.
Yeah, he literally beat a nigga's face until he fractured his hand. See, here's the thing.
If y'all used to watching CW action TV shows, cool.
I'm just saying, like, there's no way they can make a show where he's fighting a dozen infected or beating like for example, the ambush had 2 people for a reason. If it was like the game, the nigga would have been Superman. But he would not, like, it would be.
Did you play?
I mean, that's what I said too. People disagree with me,
you played the game, right?
Yes, I streamed the whole thing, both of them. But I was saying,
okay, so you remember in that scene, it wasn't just 2 niggas in the shop; they were also in the street. He had to move around the convenience store, hide behind this, crack that nigga. Like that would have been a perfect time. Remember when they were in the museum with the clicker and they're crouched and they're walking around? That would have been a perfect time to do that.
My point is, like, it's a video game. If you were to put that on the live screen, I would need to be seeing James Bond in that scene. I wouldn't accept a regular nigga just doing that. It just
so now we're not giving Joel the credit for him being the badass he is, for him lasting this long and him having such a rapport with the people in that world. He's seen as that dude. He's seen as the guy that you don't play with, but we can't see that because he's too cool now. He's too smart. He's too agile.
It's not about too cool, Alex.
You gotta understand that video games and live action TV,
they're trying to add a sense of realism to the show.
2 different media.
You know what?
If my mom were to watch a show and it would play out the way you want it, with him sneaking around doing all this, my mom would question me, and the first thing she'd ask is, wait, was this guy just like a regular house dad, or was he like a special agent? Because he's moving around, he'd be moving around like a special agent.
It's a guerrilla fight. That's what he does. This nigga ain't repelling from the window sill. He's moving around in the game. We're moving around.
I don't think you're comprehending. Wonton, are you understanding what I'm saying in regards to this?
I see what you're saying, but even when we played the game, nigga, it was nothing that I felt like I should not be able to do. Is I'm playing Mission Impossible, nigga.
Well,
I'm
Alex,
it's
just like how Nathan Drake kills 500 people each game. Like
Nathan Drake is jumping over a ravine in a rappel rope that's been there since the 18th century. That's not what I'm saying.
First of all, I thought
Alex, The Last of Us game was zombies. So what are we saying? It's all a video game. Yeah. It's all a video game.
Bam. There's nothing
ridiculous. When Joel activated infinite ammo with that sniper rifle in the show.
In the game, you have listening mode. You can see through walls.
There is nothing Superman about crouching, stabbing, and shooting niggas.
Bro, but I'm saying, like, to me, the show looked weird when he pulled out that sniper rifle, couldn't hit a dude in a truck that was driving right at him, but then he activated infinite ammo, and it was enemy at the gates, like in Russia.
Y'all the same niggas that when we talk about Last of Us 1, the gameplay wasn't even that crazy. Remember ladder, raft? But now all of a sudden it's Mission Impossible and it's James Bond. Shut up. Y'all niggas know what I'm talking about. Y'all was just talking about how lame and cathartic and it's cool is nothing crazy, but now it's...
I was not one saying
but now it's a video game and none of that is possible. None of this is real and none of this is grounded. But for the past however many years, y'all been saying that it's just a ladder and a raft.
Do you even understand what your complaint of ladder is?
Let me get ready for me. Let's go get ready.
Why did they use ladder?
This is hold on real quick. I just want to
say I'm gonna let Wonton finish this.
No, let him answer. Why did they use ladder in that game?
Why did I see them use as a complaint as players?
I'm saying, why did the game do ladder?
For
pacing, narrative, loading screen, nigga. I don't know.
There you go. Just like God of War. Let me slip through this crack. This is the same thing. All the ladder sequences are what God of War uses now. Oh, let me slip through this tight space and not be able to go backwards.
Pause.
That's all it is.
Wonton, you can finish your point. All I was saying is that. Go ahead, bro.
We're about to get off this in a few minutes.
I'm about to say this, and I'm gonna be done. Just real quick. I'm not necessarily saying like what Alex is saying is not necessarily wrong, and there's people who have been saying they wanted to see more action sequences and more gameplay sequences in the show. That's not necessarily a wrong opinion, right? My whole thing, what I've been trying to get across, maybe not clearly, but what I've been trying to get across is, if you do that, it changes the tone of the show from what they have been trying to do, right? What they have been trying to do is focus on the relationship between Joel and Ellie and add some level of realism to the story. And so far, I feel like that's what we've got. If they go the opposite route and they put in 4 gameplay sections with more set pieces or longer drawn out shootouts and action sequences, that can be good, but it changes the tone of the show. At that point, it becomes more of like an action show, which is, again, not a bad thing. It's just that's not what they were going for.
Action. A little bit more action would have been perfect for me.
That's fine, and I'm not even disagreeing with that. I just think they wanted a certain tone for the show, and that's what they gave us. If they were to go the opposite route, it would have changed the tone of the show, and that's just how, it's just how it is.
Somebody made a good comment on our Discord. They said outside of episode 1 and 5, like this show could have been PG-13.
The problem, I feel like both of y'all are right. There was a happy medium they could have hit with this shit that they just didn't.
I see. Yeah, I agree. There's a happy medium they haven't found yet.
If you looking at this show, bro, like if we being real, it don't look that bad. Like niggas living in Chicago got harder lives than Joel and Ellie. Like it seems like they all right.
I agree.
Like goddamn, it ain't that bad, bro. Like they good.
Memphis looking real good right now, ain't it, Jay?
That's what I'm saying. Like I think.
Well, that's why my biggest worry is for season 2. Season 2 to me is, and this is a personal thing, I think Last of Us 2 is better than the first game. Gameplay, story, and everything. Season 2 to me is make or break.
Gameplay, it's not even a contest.
They have to get season 2 right. And me personally, I like Bella Ramsey. She's okay as Ellie. I don't think she's terrible. She's okay. I don't know if she can pull off season 2 Ellie. I don't know if she can. And just that whole story, I don't know. I don't know. They got to get it right. That's going to be the one for me. Y'all might see me be a little bit more critical, a lot more critical when that comes out, because that's going to be important.
She'll be the star of the show, so yeah, she got to carry it.
They definitely. But
I'm out. Yeah, I appreciate
violence. All right, yeah, they definitely got to up that violence too. No hiding it.
My biggest complaint of the show, which is minor but also major, is like all these deaths happen like on cutaways, like
off screen.
Yeah, like show that shit.
Yeah, stupid. That's
like it's HBO, it's Game of Thrones. Like, come on, show that shit.
Yeah, because you could have put honestly, you could have like show could have been PG-13. They could have put this on a very safe, I don't know, platform that doesn't show violence, and they probably could have skated by a little bit, maybe outside of episode 5, you could skate by. But yeah, all right. If there's no more comments, I'm gonna move on from that. Is anybody like interested in Dead Island 2? They showed some recent gameplay.
Nope.
This game been delayed for like 10 years or something like that. Something crazy. Anybody interested in this?
Want to play another zombie game, Joe?
As long as it's better than Dying Light 2.
Don't even get me started.
Yeah, I'm not buying this game no matter what. I have no interest at all. I just want to know if y'all was, but clearly not.
I'm gonna be honest. If it got co-op multiplayer, I'm buying it. I'm gonna be honest.
Want to play another zombie game, Joe?
Gotta get them when I can.
Okay. Just wanted to do a little vibe check. All right. Sifu was coming out with their Arenas DLC. That's looking really good. I'm a big Sifu fan. One of my favorite games to come out. Was that last year or a year before?
It was last year.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite games last year. By the way, I don't think Jack beat that. Amazing game. He should have beaten that already. Shame on you. Plus, it's an indie game. That's your
games now, Jack, bro.
That's your bag, and you haven't beat it.
I'm not good at it, bro. I'm not good at games, bro. I'm not good at games, bro.
You beat the first boss or two, didn't you? Beat the first 2 bosses?
I'm not good at games, bro.
Oh man, no, don't cop out. Come up with a reason why you ain't beat this fantastic game. I need a reason.
Somebody didn't give him the game yet, BG.
Oh man, that's what it is.
This nigga got the game.
Oh yeah, you're right, man. Hey man, he on Jack Move Town.
But the Arenas DLC is coming out, and it's just the arena mode where they're gonna throw a whole bunch of enemies at you. Technically, this mode was already been a mod on PC for since the game came out, so it's just officially coming to consoles in an official mode. But PC dudes, been enjoying these type of modes.
968 Live, BG.
Oh yeah, shout out to everybody watching. Tell your grandmother and all her cougar friends to come watch, so we can hit 1,000.
Hit that hit the dislike button. Hit that like button.
Yeah, hit the like button.
That like button, please. 900 y'all watching. Hit that like button, please. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Tell all the homies. Weapon Wheel is fire. Go watch live. All right. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Sifu Arenas. It's gonna be fire. They showed off some.
Say less.
What happened?
I said someone in a chat said, "Oh, hit the dislike button." Say less.
Yeah, they quick to do that. We asked them hit the like button. They like, oh no.
I mean, as long as they contribute one way or the other, it helps the algorithm.
Yeah. We got to see some more Resident Evil 4 gameplay. Looking fire. Can't wait. Gonna be live streaming it. Got it. Yep.
I got a question for you, BLG. Do you and for chat, do y'all feel like the RE4 remake will be better than the RE2 remake?
I don't know.
I think it'll be a better game, but as a better remake, because Resident Evil 2 hit different just because of how drastic, the change was from 2. So I don't think it'll, that jump won't hit us the same, but I think overall it'll be a better game. Yeah. And I just can't wait.
It depends. I mean, we've heard some bad rumors, but again, rumors are rumors. So, I mean, realistically, there shouldn't be a way to fuck this up.
Resident Evil 4 remake. I mean, from the gameplay we've seen,
I'm saying, like, the only complaint I see right now is they need to tone down the rain effects. God damn.
Yeah, that looked a little bit nuts. Hopefully they do tone it down. They made Salazar look like a Karen. He looks like somebody's grandmother now. I don't know what's with that. That was a little bit weird to me. They changed his look. He looked like somebody's transitioning grandmother. Not gonna lie.
What the heck?
I was seeing that they toned down
very hateful, BG.
Ashley a lot in that game. She's nowhere near as annoying. It seems like she doesn't scream every 5 seconds.
Yeah, she has a down state now. Before she just had a health bar and she would just die, but now she could just be down and you could
I thought you were gonna say she has Down syndrome.
Oh no, a down state. And you could pick her back up if she gets knocked down, and you could. I watched this video. I don't know what the limitations are of parrying with the knife, because it seems like you could parry everything in that game with that knife, which is ridiculous, but I'm with it. He parried the chainsaw. He parried a crossbow. He parried a torch. He just parries everything. So
yeah, that looks kind of weird.
Yeah, they threw the torch at him and he parried it. It's like, what?
Wow.
And they showed off a little bit of the Krauser fight, which is just a knife fight. That looked pretty cool. The Leon suplex, they brought that back. The cheesy one-liners are definitely there. They brought all that cheesy one-liner shit back. Yeah, the game looked fire, man. Can't wait. Kind of horny.
Yeah, it comes up.
Right?
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
It's the end of
Case
this
horny.
right?
Don't worry about it.
RE4, that's the end of this month, right?
Yeah, March 24th.
No, it comes out March
the first
24th.
time you talked all night, Smoove.
Yeah, I've been just trying to look for a cue.
I gotta throw the layer. Come on, bro.
No, y'all was passing around asking everybody's opinions for Last of Us. You called out literally everybody named me. I was like, okay.
I mean, I thought you. Okay, my bad, Smoove. I thought you would just jump in if you. Okay, give us your thoughts on the Last of Us show real quick, then.
All right, I'm mixed about it because my wife and my mother-in-law, they love it, right? But the thing is, obviously, they're not into the game. Me personally, I thought obviously episode 1, episode 5, but a lot of the things that you guys have been talking about has been really consistent on what I've been feeling like. I feel like the action, I haven't been following the whole, when they were putting the show together and stuff like that. I know people were, getting behind the scenes, information and stuff like that. But I expected, even if they weren't going to do a lot of the infected, I expected at least some of the human to human sort of combat that happened all throughout the game. And I feel like everything has been limited. I feel like there's one action sequence like maybe per episode, and it's like I know they don't want to say, okay, well, you got to pace the show, but the thing is that the story was great, but there was a lot of like set pieces in The Last of Us, like the video game and whatnot. Like, am I bugging? Like the whole upside down shit didn't happen, right?
No.
Then I tell y'all.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. Pretty much
like
every point in the game where you were dying over and over wasn't in the show.
Yeah, and the whole sniping shit, I was like, oh wow, I want to see how bad this shit gonna turn out. But it didn't go as I thought it would. It's just that there's like key elements in this to the point where now I'm at to the point now watching the show, like I don't expect to see a lot of shit that I expected to see before, the show went live. And I don't know, for a show, I don't think it's bad at all. Like I don't think it's a bad show, but from the video game, I still expected more from the video game. Like I know a lot of people like the Bill story. I ain't liked it. I ain't like it one bit. I did not like how they like. I wanted to see Ellie and freaking Joel get like tripped up by them traps he had and shit. I wanted to see them fight in that school and then that whole upside down event. Like I wanted to see that happen, but. We'll see.
We will. Later tonight. Okay. I think I had a specific topic for you, Smoove. I think. Well, do you think there's been rumors about this Starfield showcase? People have been hoping for it. Think it's gonna happen anytime soon? Maybe this month. Get smoothly.
My bad. No, my mic went muted. No, to my knowledge, the that announcement was supposed to happen freaking this week, and it didn't happen. So I don't know what's going on. So if you would have asked me this question last week, I would have been like A1. But since that we went the entire week, no Xbox Wire posts. I'm not exactly sure. I'll tell you one thing: if we do get an announcement and a showcase this month, then the game is coming out in June. If it doesn't happen this month,
Excuse me? June?
Yeah.
I think this game is coming out September no matter what.
Bruh. If this
Right,
is
gonna be
come out in
good.
June,
I think the game, if we get if the showcase happens this month, I think the game comes out in June.
Isn't Redfall coming out in May?
Yeah, but Minecraft is coming out in
that's
April.
May. That's not a big
Like
deal.
I mean, they've. I do think games coming out. So I think Forza is coming out in September, but I think Starfield is literally gonna, because they can't have two games fall out of that first half of the year. And I'm already saying Forza's out of the first half since they didn't give it a date at that first event.
if they
finish.
drop
Go ahead.
Starfield near Street Fighter 6 and Final Fantasy 16.
So that's what I was gonna ask, right? So y'all
But they
I
can
want
do
y'all
that.
I want y'all to be completely real and honest with how y'all feel about this, right? Because shout out to Rand, Rand Thor, everybody knows. I listened to his podcast. And him and Jez feel like Starfield is a much bigger game and notable game than Final Fantasy 16. Like, they said like if Starfield and Final Fantasy came out next to each other, like Starfield is mopping the floor as far as like overshadowing Final Fantasy.
You're right.
What?
Yeah, I believe that.
I don't know necessarily co-sign with that.
You don't have to buy Starfield to play it. Like,
But that
I
don't think that lends to it overshadowing it though. But go ahead.
I mean, what did Final Fantasy 15 do? I don't recall that game doing anything special.
It's all like $5 million at launch.
Yeah, it's over 10 to 15
But
months.
I don't recall that being like a big deal though. Like the game itself, I don't recall any other game moving out of the way of Final Fantasy 15 when it came out.
15 wasn't great.
Here's the issue, BJ. I just thought about it. Normally, first of all, Street Fighter and Starfield won't. They're two different games that won't matter. But here's the issue. I just thought about this. Final Fantasy might outsell Starfield.
Well, it will because Game Pass.
Anybody who plays Starfield is not going to buy it. They're just going to get a 1 month Game Pass subscription and play it.
Exactly.
Yeah, all you're gonna hear is like the player stat base.
I'm just curious about like what would be the more talked about game if they launch next to each other, I guess.
Starfield, bro. I don't understand how is this a constant conversation, bro.
Question.
Yeah, with Game Pass around, bro, more people are gonna download Starfield. More people might even play Starfield. So yeah, I think it's gonna
even
be
if Game Pass didn't exist, Starfield will be a top seller.
But there's games. My only thing with that, there have been games that have been released on Game Pass, and then there's games that are not on Game Pass that have released next to those games, and the game that people had to pay $70 for ends up being the bigger game. So that's why I'm just like I'm not sure if like the Game Pass is the defining factor in that.
But you also got to think there's a lot of people out there that's ready for the conversation if Starfield's a bad game or not because of how hyped it's been before we really seen anything of it. And plus, people are ready for that game's demise either way. So I think that's more of a case to it. If it's bad, they'll talk about it a lot more. That's pretty much it.
If you talk about globally, though, it's definitely gonna be Final Fantasy because you know it got a foothold in like Europe and Japan. I don't know if Japan necessarily care about some shit like Starfield, but
because when they talk about it, they mainly put Starfield being like this huge thing mainly because of who's behind it. Todd Howard, right? They're almost like saying his name is not on the level of Kojima, right? But he's one of those. So he's a
little bit under it.
He's one of those where if he's behind the game is going to be big, regardless, you know. And
being big and good are two different things.
Yeah, like big in terms of like how much attention. Oh, whoa, pause. Yeah, I didn't even catch that one.
You going crazy today, brother? You going
only
crazy?
You, bro.
Yeah, and I wasn't even talking about the quality of the game. I was just talking about like the conversation and how much, you know, people will talk about it and recognize it as, you know, how much it'll capture the mind share, I guess. But I guess we'll see.
Have we like, and I'm talking, and I'm talking for all of us. Have we even seen anything from Starfield yet that actually has us like waiting for the game?
That game
I haven't seen nothing from that game that's like, oh my god, this game is going to be huge when it comes out. It's going to be
Todd Howard,
the bee's knees.
Todd Howard and Bethesda. That's
that game looks horrible, bro.
I think at like a lesser level is going to kind of have a No Man's Sky type of phase to where it drops and is nowhere near what people expected, but through updates and, you know, patches and stuff, it's going to eventually become better.
I think if this game launches in June, I think I would be worried if it launches in June. If it launches in September, then I think it's a good sign.
Nah, that ain't necessarily because it was supposed to come out last November. So like, all that extra dev time, I think it's probably, you know, I don't see why it coming out in June would be worrisome.
Just the way they talk about it. Oh, this game is the hugest, most expansive, most biggest scope game you've ever seen times 10.
We know it's not gonna live up to expectations, bro. I remember King Thrash paused the fucking trailer and the NPCs at the bottom was walking with their heads backwards. Like the game is. I don't see, and we saw the gameplay at whatever showcase there was. The shit look trash. If we all being honest, I know we like to be positive about these games. We like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I mean, this shit look ass, people. Like, let's not. It wasn't even running at a consistent frame rate. Like the shit, it looked horrible. Like, let's just be real about this.
You know what the thing about it is, like relating back to the RPG conversation, because this is considered a W, you know, Western RPG, correct? Like.
Yeah.
These games, these Western RPGs have a certain amount of like jank to them, and people, and it's kind of just like expected and accepted, and I think that lends to why like
add to the charm.
Why JRPGs were looked at a certain point as superior because they seem to be more polished. Also, like Western RPGs, like all of them, a lot of the times to me have this jank and just unpolished you know, element to them, and it's kind of just accepted and like, oh, that's just a part of it. So I all that stuff you mentioned, I think people look at that like, yeah, you know,
people gonna fuck with it because of shit like. I mean, yeah, I see that. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, it just
One
comes
thing
with the
though,
territory.
this game needs to be huge for Xbox because like they really, I feel like they're like banking on that to be like the next big game for Xbox because they really don't, especially with the state of freaking Halo right now. Like Starfield needs to be that like thing, but I just don't feel like from what we've seen thus far, and I feel like it's a really ambitious game. I don't think it's gonna be, especially if kids Smoove think it's gonna drop in June. If this joint actually do come out in June, there's no way that this game is gonna be.
There's worse things to happen than Kid Smooth saying it's gonna drop in June. Smooth, what did you bet that this game was gonna get? Let me look.
I think I said 90.
It's gonna get a 90 plus.
Yeah.
So
no, I don't think so.
It is a media darling though, Bun. People are really expecting this game to do something. So you never know.
Love letter gaming.
They're different than reality.
That is true.
I don't think it's getting no 90. Because at one point I said like I think, and I kind of rescind this that like I thought like Redfall
is going to score better.
Yeah, no, I still think it could score better than Starfield, right? It won't be like the more popular game, but I still think it could score better. But I just don't think Redfall is going to be like what I thought it would be either. Like I thought it was just good. I just thought Redfall was, after seeing the most recent gameplay, it's just not
that
as.
first trailer looked really good, but that other one it didn't look.
See, I thought I was bugging. No, Jack. That first trailer, the most recent trailer looked the worst.
Bro.
The first trailers look really good.
Redfall has always looked like one of them games where people say, or people will be like, that game is dog shit, but then they'll go, well, it's fun with friends. It's always fun. Like, bro, that's what it looked like, bro. It looked like some bullshit.
I think those first few trailers look really good. Those first few trailers was looking elite.
It looked like a B tier game. It didn't look like no AAA banger. It looked like a B tier like passion project. That's one of them games when niggas start saying this shit, they be like,
Yo,
well,
that's
you know,
crazy that people now call B tier games passion pro. Like, bro, B tier is still good.
They be like, you know, only 12 people made this game. You know that, right? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, what is that SOCOM trash game Blaze was talking about? It's made by 3 people.
Yeah, that's the default. They tell how many people made. They're like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. That shit ass.
What is that game called? Have you guys played it?
No.
No.
I know what you're talking about, though. He was somebody yesterday.
Yeah, no. Blaze usually hits me up and like, because here's the thing. Every other day, there's like a new team of like 10 people trying to like recreate SOCOM. And Blaze sends me it. And I'm like, Blaze, I'm not playing this. Like, because it's all until like a AAA developer with a good reputation tries to like is actually making a new SOCOM, I don't care. Like these one, because there's been at least 4 teams that have tried to recreate SOCOM, and they're like some people making the game in their basement. I don't care.
Blaze is helped funding that game. He said he dropped a little bag on him.
I'm not.
I mean, you did stick with a rogue company for a minute.
I mean, that's not
BOG.
That's not related to SOCOM, but
I mean, but it's still, you know, kind of like that third person shooter vibe.
Yeah, but I think Rogue Company's really good gameplay wise.
That stiff ass game.
It's not really stiff at all. Like it. See, looking at it, people.
I don't like the movement in that game, bro. I really don't.
People judge it by like, I guess by looking at it, but when you play the game, like it's really fast movement. It's just the animations. The animations look stiff.
I like the shooting in Rogue Companies. I don't like the movement though.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Okay, what else we got? Oh, well, I guess shout out to Kai Cenat because he became the most subscribed person on Twitch, and he's black, and he did it at the end of Black History Month. I don't even understand how he achieved this. I'm gonna be real with you, okay? I don't understand because, and I'm happy for him, of course. Black man, the most subscribed person on Twitch. That's amazing. But I don't be on Twitch, so it's like very confusing to me. I first heard about him like maybe last year, and then suddenly he's the most subscribed person on Twitch. I think they said he started in either 2017 or 2018. Didn't
he start with Aiden Ross's camp?
No, I think he in AMP. He in AMP with Agent and all them.
Yeah, I know. I've never watched a live stream. I don't watch anybody on Twitch.
It was like they was pretty much like 2K content creators. Then they all moved to Atlanta, got a streaming house, and
I didn't even know he played video games.
Yeah, he wasn't the biggest one at that camp
in the West, right?
Kind of like that, and but yeah, he didn't really blow up till he linked with A. Well, he was already big, but Yeah, he linked with Aiden Ross and all that. I think that's when he really got popping for him.
Plus, he tapped into the gaming and the music, like rap and stuff like that. So he got two big fan bases that mess with him.
And all the celebrity guests. I'm sure that helped. Because the reason why it shocked me was because, like, I don't know any of these other streamers, but like people like Ludwig and was it XQ or QC, whatever his name is. I don't know.
XQC.
Yeah, because they've been I've known of them, and I think they've been streaming for a long time, and they're one of the maybe top 10, top 100 at least people subscribe. So I'm like, if they've been doing it longer, and they were so popular for such a long time, I just expected them to like just keep surpass keep that lead, but he like surpassed their lead in like a few years. I'm like, I was just shocked by it. It's impressive.
Who's the biggest channel on YouTube? Is it still PewDiePie?
I have no idea.
No idea. Probably some Indian Bollywood
or
shit,
Mr. Beast or whoever.
Might have been maybe Beast, that Mr. Beast. That's another dude I don't understand what he's popular for. I have no idea what Mr. Beast is popular
crazy
for.
videos, man.
Because
budget too.
Companies were giving him money. Companies were giving him like thousands of dollars, and then he'll go in a random streamer chat and drop like $10,000 donation. So like, he can pop and doing shit like that.
Because I clicked on
one
of his videos one time, right? And the video was literally about nothing. It was just random, like, high production shit happening in the video, but it wasn't about anything. So I'm like, what?
That's the market he's in, bro. His type of videos, on Facebook, if you post something, it counts to view even if you scroll by it. That's where his content go crazy. Like, he'll have a video where he jumps a Corvette over how many buses can I jump a Corvette? Or he'll be like, I'm going to drop a wrecking ball on a microwave. Like, he just make anything that he know people going to watch because it's like, okay, I guess I'll watch y'all do that.
It's so fucking, like, and I'm not even hating. I'm just, like, really confused because I'm like, I don't understand why anybody would watch this. Like, it's not entertaining in the least. Like,
it's essentially watching a nigga play with money. Like, there was one video he had where he was like, if you can parallel park this Tesla, you can have it. And it's like, he himself, nothing I've seen, he doesn't have charisma, he ain't funny. He just essentially says, here's some expensive stuff, we about to play with it, let's go. And then they go do a video.
You got that marketing behind him, bro. That's it.
He'd be like, "Piss." He's a white dude with a mustache and a goatee. That's all he needs.
I mean, niggas will watch you if you saying, okay, guys, today I'm gonna fucking cure 1,500 people blindness or whatever the fuck you be doing. Like, I'm finna recreate Squid Games. Like, niggas will tune in to anybody doing that. It's something interesting to watch. I can see why he popping.
I can't. Shout out to Cenat. I can see, like, even though I don't watch his streams, I've seen clips.
Though, like what you consider entertaining. Like, some people might not consider something entertaining, and someone will. It's all subjective.
If you heard a nigga recreated Squid Games like a regular person, like, you go tune in. Like, bro, hold on, I got to see this shit. Like, what they doing? Like, you gonna tune in, bro.
I'm gonna think because I be thinking most of these big streamers, like, videos, I be thinking it's all clickbait when I see they're doing something insane. It makes me not want to watch because their title and their thumbnail is so outrageous, and like, it's clearly clickbait. So
but clickbait been working since the mid 2000s. Like,
True.
Motherfuckers is tuning in. Niggas used to have fucking big titty women in the thumbnail. And you click on, they playing Call of Duty. Like,
or some people would have like chicks with big asses in the thumbnail.
Yeah, like that
in the
shit.
corner in the corner video, put a name on that bullet, Bond.
What?
Like, not gonna. Jeremy is probably the most popular person I watch. Well, probably Rand, but like, Jeremy's probably
too,
second.
Don't do that, BJ. You watch me.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I forgot you popping out here. You right.
I don't know why you say that. I'm literally still right there with y'all. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. I don't watch anybody like that has like a huge fan base. No, because they're just not entertaining to me. So I watch regular people.
BG like to watch people can still look down at his nose at, like, okay, yeah, that nigga ain't too popping. Like, yeah,
not at all, bro.
I can shit on him if I need to. You know?
Rand's numbers are crazy. I think Rand is like in a different like stratosphere along with Jeremy. They out of here. But I just think they're normal people. Like, these streamers don't be seeming like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, Jeremy, I don't think you're normal. I think you're cool.
But that's just me.
I made him blush. Look at it.
I said shucks.
Oh, shucks.
Oh, man. Oh, by the way, some people were mad at Final Fantasy. Is now more a Devil May Cry type game. Bond mentioned it. Some people are mad at it now for that. And it's coming to PC 6 months later. By the way, I'm more mad at. I don't mind them changing it up to be real time combat from turn based. What I don't like, what bothers me more, is that you're only playing as one character. That bothers me more than anything else. Like, there's no other characters to take command of and to do moves with. It's one character. That bothers me the most. I wanted to say. I think y'all are mad at the wrong thing.
I feel like the gameplay for the preview they showed, I hope they have the option to turn motion blur off, because that was really blurry as fuck, and the brightness was really dark too. And from the gameplay aspect, it seems kind of boring.
Bro,
I guess you could say that much.
that came out, man.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Bro, I'm saying, like, even when you transform into like summons, like when he transformed into Ifrit, and he was doing stuff like cinematic strikes or cinematic shit like that. I'm like,
seems like it's two moves. It seems like it's two moves, and you just do it over and over again, kind of. Like, it's not like real complex, combat.
And then you have a whole bunch of segments of like QTEs where the game will actually stop, and you have to do like a QTE segment. Like, I didn't like that shit in Final Fantasy 15. I don't want that shit in here, man. So I don't know if people are just impressed with like dangling keys in front of their faces, but I don't see anything with it. But I'll give it a chance when it comes out.
I had to look up his real name in Discord because his nickname right now, he has it as quote Jack Move is my daddy.
That's my boy. Ain't that my boy Dwayne? That's my boy.
Yeah, Dwayne. Dwayne. Yeah. So I didn't want to.
Yo, Jack, your boy was like y'all know Dwayne. I'm like, who? And this goes back to what I was saying earlier. Everybody in the Discord be changing their name. Like, I'm not checking everybody's profiles like I'm checking for pronouns.
Oh wow!
How am I supposed to know who people are if they keep changing their names every day?
That's why they do it. But he said you can command other characters in the game, you just can't play as them. Still kind of asked him.
Is that how it always was? I mean, I don't know.
But okay. Let me see. What else do I got? Oh, there's going to be a Capcom show this week. Look forward to that.
Yes, sir.
Are they going to drop that? They dropped that RE4 demo. Yeah, the RE4 demo.
Yeah, they're supposed to show that, and also that more footage of Exo Primal, that fake ass Dino Crisis game.
That shit gonna die so fast.
No RE4 come out in like 2 weeks. I ain't downloading that fucking demo, man.
Yeah, it comes out March 24th.
Oh, I'm playing that demo.
That shit come out in like 3 weeks. I'll wait.
I ain't gonna lie, I do like that they doing demos nowadays though, because there was a long time I was like, nigga, we don't know what it's gonna be.
Only Capcom does that though.
The problem with the demo, they don't drop them in a timely fashion though. Like, goddamn, I could have used this probably about a month ago.
Well, yeah, some demo like Forspoken, it saved us a lot. Saved a lot of us money. So I love it.
Yeah, they gotta drop that motherfucking timely fashion, man.
Yeah. So yeah, look forward to that Capcom Spotlight as they're calling it this week.
Hold up, is this Jiggy Truth gameplay we watching? Who gameplays this?
I actually RE5.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna ask
REs.
I was gonna ask Smoove, man. So did they get rid of? Cause I was watching a good game, and then Kofi was like, they got rid of Inside Xbox for the developer direct or whatever. So they don't do Inside Xbox no more, or what?
They haven't done Inside Xbox in about like 2 years, bro.
Isn't that the one where the developers were talking or the people were talking?
I feel like they was doing Inside Xbox
with
like
that
last
Rukari
year.
kid used to host all the time.
Yeah, it's garbage,
dude.
Jack. They're never doing that again. That's done.
Yeah.
Bro, I could have swore they did Inside Xbox last year though.
Nah. They did. They only did. There's a couple smaller things that they do, but they don't advertise them enough. Like
they don't call it that.
Yeah, they do the idea Xbox things, but what they do now is obviously their production showcases that they've been doing for the past couple of summers, and then now the developer developer direct.
Yeah, I probably was watching them idea Xboxes and think it was Inside Xbox. Okay.
No, Inside Xbox used to be goofy as hell, man.
Yeah, I remember. I thought they were still doing it. Okay.
Battlefield Season 4 came out for anybody who cares. I finally went back. This is the first time I actually went back from launch, and I'm like, let me download it, try it out. It's a playable game. This is yes. 2 years later, this is how it should have launched.
You had to wait 2 years to play this, BG.
Listen, I gave up. I gave up on this game. I gave up on this game at launch. I said it was garbage. I don't care about it. I'm just telling you that yes, it's better now. I'm not going to be playing it like on a normal basis.
Why not?
No,
It's still trash.
Hold on. I got a question, Jack.
What's up?
This game is trash. He won't play it. 2 years later, it is what's supposed to be. But I was specifically told at the beginning of this podcast that EA is at the top of their game doing better than
they are.
And yet they can't even release a functionable, good Battlefield game.
You know,
make any damn sense to you, Jack?
Jack, do you also know that EA also released a Battlefield game that was bad in each of the previous 2 gens? Do you know that?
I remember.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
They also released good ones though, like Battlefield 3 and 4.
They did.
But hold up. You said Battlefield 3 was probably the best one, and you said you would never go back to that era.
No, I wouldn't.
Don't people still play that?
I'm not going back to that era because just Battlefield was good. No, overall it's going to take a lot more than that. Like I said,
EA. Think about your
ba-
favorite multiplayer games of your entire life, BG. I would bet the majority of them come from the PS3 era.
Multiplayer games?
Faction,
probably, yeah, probably.
SOCOM,
definitely was the peak of online games. Definitely was
Fall of Man, Marvel versus Capcom 3. It's crazy how you want to go back to the time when the laundromat was thriving.
Because there's a lot of dog shit that comes along with that I do not want to go back to.
But here's the thing: who cares about the dog shit? You only care about the good shit. I don't care about dog shit. I care about good shit.
It all comes with it, though. I can't get rid of.
You gotta take the good with the bad, though.
Exactly, but that's my point.
Now you're just taking the bad with the bad.
Because that's my point. I feel like overall, no, that's where I disagree with y'all. It's overall, like I said, I feel like now is better. Am I getting the type of multiplayer games that I want? No, but back then there was a lot of bad shit there was a lot of bad stuff that even came with those multiplayer experiences.
I got a question.
What's the most important thing in gaming?
It is games with for one thing, the online was horrible. And again, even though I love these games, the online experience was terrible.
What's better? Bad online experience with good online games or good online experience with no games?
Bon, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going back.
I'm asking a question. Everybody in this chat, what is better? Good online games with bad online or good online with no games?
The good online games with the bad.
Good online with no games.
My whole argument back then was if your argument is that the features and the systems and the online infrastructure, if that's the main thing you don't want to leave, then how come y'all don't love Xbox? Because it kills everything in infrastructure. But y'all say, oh, I don't like Xbox because Xbox got no games. So what is it? Do you want games or do you want infrastructure?
I'm not going back to that generation.
BG, if I could steer this conversation a little bit, BG, why aren't you gonna play? Why wouldn't you put this game in your rotation? You've been thirsty for a good online shooter. This seems to be tickling your fancy, as it were. Why aren't you putting this in your rotation?
Well, 2 reasons. For one, I've made it clear that if you launch a game badly and you fix it later, I may try it out later, but I've already removed myself. It's not going to become like a primary game.
It's never too late to hop in, brother. Never too late to hop in, brother.
That's just my stance. I'm not going to come back 2 years later and play it normally.
Is that pride?
No.
But you've already went back.
That makes no sense.
I tried it out. No, but it's not going to be a normal game that I play from now on. I'm just not doing that.
It wasn't fun enough. So
also
they improved stuff, but it wasn't fun enough for you to play it for a second time.
That's the thing. I said the game is better. I didn't say the game is amazing. It's better.
Oh, it ain't got to be amazing for it to be a multiple.
So it's not worth playing.
2 years later, even though it's better, no.
Oh, okay.
Why the fuck you bring it up then? Hey, BG.
Because it's definitely vastly improved from where it was, Jack. That's why I brought it up. And they're on season 4.
Fam, this is what we've been saying every season, every update they do. We keep saying it's getting better. It's still not good. It's still not where it is.
I wasn't coming here telling people, oh, go back to Battlefield. It's so good. No, I just came in. All I said was, listen, 2 years later, It's good now. I wasn't even when I said it online. I shit on them. I said, listen, it only took y'all 2 years. Obviously, sarcastically. So it's not like I'm praising them for taking 2 years.
We're not bullying you. We just want you to have something to play online.
Well, you framed it like you was finna be like, yeah, man, I'm fucking with it. I still ain't going. All right,
no, it's just better. I said this is how y'all should have launched. That's it. If y'all would have launched it this way, then yeah, I probably would have stuck with it.
Hey,
Okay,
BG,
I know.
can you check your whispers on a Discord?
I was gonna ask you that because it's like if it launched this way, it seemed like you still wouldn't have kept playing it because you don't want to play it in this situation. I don't fucking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Jeremy gotta go. Let me see if there's something else I gotta. Hold on, Jack. You shut the hell up. I'm gonna deal with you in a second. Let me see if there's anything else I need to ask.
Hey. You see how you do me, yo?
Put the towel back in your mouth.
Is there anything else I need to ask
I don't want you
Gamer?
to end it just for me. I'm just saying.
Oh, we gonna keep going, but I just needed to see if there's anything else I needed to ask you.
This Wulong game.
You didn't play that, right?
I did not.
Okay, then you don't need to talk about that. I'm probably the only one who played it. You know, I play games around here.
Congratulations!
One of the studios was going to send me a code, but I'm playing too many stuff right now, so no.
Big time. Yeah, I think we. Well, okay. Elden Ring DLC, Shadow of Erdtree coming out. Hype about that because you beat Elden Ring, right?
I did.
Excited about the DLC?
Excited? No, because I'm just looking forward to like other new games this year. But I mean, as always, I do want to return to the game because, like I said, I was wrong about that game. I thought it was going to be something, but it was actually like a great game. So I mean, when is the release date supposed to be for that?
There's no release date. They just said it's on a tweet that says it's currently in development.
Oh, that they just now working on it. I mean,
yeah,
people are gonna buy it because it's Elden Ring. So I'm gonna definitely get it when
you
it
got that platinum.
I did not, sir. I did not.
You gotta go get that platinum, dog.
Bro, I don't really care about platinums, bro. As long as I beat the game, man. I'm good, bro.
There you
go,
right, man.
I'm older now, bro.
Well,
I'm older.
Thanks for coming, good sir. Make sure you come back and visit the community so you know the black children could be inspired once in a while. Don't just forget about them.
Yes, sir. Hey, BG, it's always a great to talk to you guys again. Jack, Smoove, the rest of y'all. We waiting for Factions 2 to drop so we can finally get back together and like play some games together. So hopefully that happens sometime soon.
What do you mean finally? Multiplayer's never been better according to BG. We've been over there.
Discord, get this guy.
They can't even make enough quarters for the laundromat.
Discord is right about you, Bond. Roast this guy, Discord.
I'm just saying, like, you know, the laundry, people have people have finished high school, gotten master's degrees, PhDs at the time the laundromat's been closed.
That's a fact. That's a
You're
fact.
done. Yeah, you hate to see it. You truly do.
Shout out Taarec.
But yeah, you guys, thanks for having me on the podcast. I hope you guys have a great rest of y'all night and chat. And yeah, let's all prosper in 2023.
Oh,
thanks,
Gamer.
BG. Yo.
Can we get a keep on dreaming?
God.
You said what?
Never mind, go ahead.
He doesn't watch that bozo.
Wow.
I don't know what you just said.
That shit. Yo, that joke fell flat than a pancake ass.
Oh, man.
All right, you guys. Thanks, BG, for
Take it easy.
having me.
All right.
Damn, real quick before you leave.
Yo.
We gonna play Street Fighter 6 again?
Yes. Hey, I did not forget what you did to me in 5. I was not playing 5 like that. When I get on 6, I plan on playing 6 a lot. So
Don't
you
worry,
can see
the
me.
same thing happened to BG. I'm the one that closed the laundromat.
No, I plan on being on that a lot. So yeah, we could definitely play it.
All right, I'm down.
All right, you guys. Nice talking to y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's gone back to the suburbs. We ain't gonna hear from him in about a year. Gonna be about a whole year, dog. Shout out to him. Why did Blaze put a dildo emoji in the chat? What the hell?
Because you were talking about his Sakam.
Oh god.
Ugh.
It's Atomic Heart. They put a racist cartoon in the game, but I don't think nobody cares. It was like no. Yeah, like you see how what's so interesting is like us as black people, like we have to like choose what we're like insulted and bothered by, because we've seen this and we're like, whatever.
Who is it racist towards?
It was damn, what do you call those cartoons where they give the character the big black lips and like Mr. Popo,
it's racist towards black people?
Yeah.
Like what, a pickaninny or something?
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, kind of like that.
I feel like in gaming, it's only acceptable to do like black stereotypes in games, and like nobody frowns at it. Like you can walk down the street on Mafia 3 and get called a filthy nigger, but like if somebody trying to make fun of another race on the game, everybody's up in arms and like get the fuck out of here, man.
It's like I said in the Discord, when we make fun of each other, it ain't a big deal. When we shoot each other, it ain't a big deal. It's only a big deal until somebody does it to us.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because it's like, and I thought about like the whole them trying to boycott, Hogwarts Legacy, and they went crazy for that, and that failed. And black people saw this, and we're like, bro, whatever. Like we deal with enough stuff that this is not even like something big enough for us to even be mad about. Just like they removed the cartoon, they patched it out, but it's like we didn't even care. It's whatever.
It's not even surprising, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm the reason for them to even add that. Like, is it? I thought Atomic Heart was about some other shit. Like, what the hell?
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't even know that was in the game.
Yeah, Wolong Fallen Dynasty came out. I've been playing the game. It's fun. Listen, it's Neo 3. If you like Neo 1 or 2, you're gonna like Wolong Fallen Dynasty. That's really what the game is like mechanically.
It's made by the same devs.
Yeah. It's just Neo 3 with a different name. They just
why
literally
they change the name on it? What the hell?
No idea. I'm talking about
because
this is
Neo is associated with PlayStation.
Oh, is that really why?
Wait, Neo 1 and 2 not on Xbox?
No, they're PlayStation exclusive bangers.
I didn't realize that because I bought it on PC, so I didn't even realize. I really didn't. I thought that was on Xbox. Okay, so that makes sense. But yeah, this is literally Neo 3, bro. Like graphically, gameplay wise, the way they present the story, they just gave it another name. Like it's blatant. They're not even hiding it. So, but it plays the same, like the Souls type game. Slightly different mechanics. It's heavy on the parrying this time. Leveling up your character in the different tiers and the different abilities. They do it by element based. Like you have your water tier, your fire tier, your earth, and they all give you different abilities and level up different stats and a few different like attack mechanics. But yeah, it plays like a Souls game if you're familiar with that. And I'm enjoying it. It's nothing new. Something you're very, very familiar. Yeah, it's good. Boss.
Awesome.
It's on Game Pass. I don't think most people on Game Pass are even gonna get past third boss. I'm gonna be real with you.
No, why do you say that?
Because if you're not a Souls player, somebody actually interested in this genre, then it's not gonna come easy to you. And I know some people bring up Elden Ring. A lot of casuals got into that. The thing about Elden Ring gave you a lot of freedom to like figure things out and like go to certain places and do whatever you want. This game doesn't give you that freedom. Like you go to levels and you have no choice in the order of how you do anything.
I try to figure out how your mind works sometimes. So can I ask you this last question? Why did you equate owning Game Pass with not playing Souls games?
Because the Xbox, first of all, I mean the Xbox bred the type of people who aren't necessarily the fans of Souls games, and also Game Pass is a lot of people who just test out games and try out games. They're not Souls fans like that.
You know what? I think I agree with why you're saying this, but this is what you want to say. You're beating around the bush. You want to say Xbox is a lower tier gamer. They not about none of that type life. And that's what you want to say.
I wasn't going for that. Listen, that could be true, but what I was getting at is, as Jay Barry calls them, they're foot dippers. So if these Soul game or toe dippers, Souls games is not the type of game you want to toe dip. Okay, if you toe dip in a Souls game,
you gotta get all the way in with that. Yeah,
your toe gonna get bit off. It's not something you could just sample and be like, oh, I'm gonna see if I can get into this game. No, you can't just see if you can get into it. Like especially, how this game is structured. If you can't beat that first boss, you're not getting to the second boss. That's it. So
listen, BG, on behalf of all game,
BG, hold on. This man said if you can't beat the first boss, you won't make it to the second one.
Yeah,
because
usually how it goes.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's how it's different from Elden Ring. Elden Ring, if you can't beat that first dude, all right, let me go try to beat somebody else. It's not that freedom no more that like a lot of casuals were used to in that.
Listen, I'm gonna speak on behalf of all the Game Pass users out there. I'm with y'all, brothers. We stand in solidarity. BG, you gotta stop disrespecting us, man.
It was no disrespect.
It's a little bit too much sneak this going on around this motherfucker.
Hey, what I'll say is it's not. That was a whole lot of sneak diss. That wasn't even sneak
It
diss,
was
and he was just trying to
It was a
politely
lot of-
diss.
Yeah, I felt that, Smoove. I felt that.
He's like Game Pass owners. Like, wow, like the call out. That's crazy.
He not gonna beat this game. Smoove. Here's the thing. You played what, 2 Souls games before this already?
He beat both of them, though.
Exactly.
He beat both of them.
Three. Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring.
So
he
even
beat all of them. There you
Smoove,
go.
so Smoove has some experience. Smoove, if you never played one before this, let's be real. Don't you think they're gonna have a hard time?
Yeah. No, I said it in my review, not my review, my impression video. I was like, most people, like, if they're playing this for the first time, if they made it to Lubu, that they'll probably quit at Lubu if they made it to.
Lubu, that's my cousin. What the fuck? How you talking about?
So that's all I'm saying. It's all love to the Game Pass users out there. Shout out to y'all. I
don't like how you singling them out, BG.
I just don't think y'all are beating this game. That's all. That's all, man.
You're being generous, giving them 3 bosses.
Because I'm like, no, if you can, that first boss is really, like, people were saying that first boss is a challenge. That first boss is easy. Like, really easy. So if you can't make it past him, then you should quit gaming overall, I think.
Damn.
So that's just what I think. It's 8:45. Let me see if there's anything else.
Did y'all talk about Destiny 2?
Oh, Destiny 2 Lightfall came out. I heard I saw that it had bad reviews on PC. I'm not sure what they're mad about, but it's not getting good reviews on PC.
It's PC gamers.
Nah, it's got to be something. They got to be mad about something. I just don't know what they're mad about. I'm sure they have a legitimate complaint. Can anybody
does the chat happen or no?
Can anybody in the Discord or the chat confirm what exactly is wrong with Destiny Lightfall? Need to know.
It was an attempt at Avengers. What's the one that Thanos was in?
Endgame. What?
Was that Endgame or Infinity War?
He was in both of them.
No, which one where he kind of fucked shit up though? Which one was that?
Oh, Infinity War.
Here come Titan.
Infinity War, right? Yeah, that was.
There goes somebody.
That's what it was supposed to be for Destiny. Like whoever the little like arch nemesis that everyone's afraid of that can beat anyone in the snap of a finger or something like that. I guess the way, and I'm only going from hearsay, I guess the way that they introduced them and it just didn't go well. But I guess Titan is a Destiny player. You could probably explain it better, but that's the from what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Titan, you have the roles, so I don't know if you're muted on your end or something, but we can't hear you if you're talking.
Oh, look, PlayStation London Studios working on a new co-op game, 5 multiplayer games.
BG, you better play that when it comes out.
Is this news? Or is this something old?
This is one of those live service games. This is from PlayStation London Studios.
Oh, this is something. Okay, this is just open roles, but this is something that they announced. I think they announced this last year, but this is just open roles for it. And I cannot confirm if I will be playing this. I have to see gameplay. So don't try to put this on me.
You didn't have to see gameplay to defend it, fucking tooth and nail.
I did not defend it specifically. I defended games as a service and their right to exist because
the idea of it. Okay,
because y'all want to exterminate. Y'all want to a genocide of games as a service.
I want to exterminate you, nigga. You be talking crazy.
Okay.
I am crazy, BG.
I will defend games as a service and their rights to exist. Okay.
All right.
You mean the PlayStation ones?
All of them.
Thank you, Jazzy.
All of them.
Thank you, Jazzy.
All of them deserve rights and chances to exist in this world. Okay.
Okay.
All of them. Let me see if there's anything else. If Titan can't talk, let me make sure. There's Outer Worlds. Is getting a PS5 and Series X upgrade. I love that game. I might buy that again on console.
You
I
love
beat it.
that game.
Yeah, I
Okay.
love Outer Worlds. I beat it on PC. Love that game.
Buying
I
old
didn't know you beat that. I played 4 hours of it.
Yes, sir. Which is why I said earlier, I definitely beat more new IPs than you, hater. The Wolf
You
Among
want
Us
to.
was delayed. Wolf Among Us 2 was delayed till 2024. I don't care about this game. I don't know if y'all do. Jack, this
Not
seems like
really,
it'll be
no.
up your alley. No? Okay. Well,
Yo, can y'all hear
Not
me?
for-
yeah,
Sadly.
we hear you
What's
now.
good, brother?
Give us the rundown on Lightfall. Is it good or bad?
Mixed reviews, just like you see on the Steam reviews. The story didn't really deliver. Well, the story's there. They're just not. There's more questions unanswered now. Basically, what it is. It's basically why most people are upset with the game. The game is still fucking fun though. Like they introduced Strand. A lot of people are calling it a glorified Strand tutorial for the campaign, which I kind of agree with. But the Witness is like the main antagonist. Nobody knows who the fuck he is, but we do know that he was trying to get the veil. Nobody knows what the veil is. Like the veil is like, I guess, I don't know if it's like a key to the Traveler's Heart or some shit. You know, any Destiny fan knows what I'm talking about. I don't really want to spoil too much, but there's a lot of uncertainty in the story right now. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going on. And even so, like there's this Destiny YouTuber. His name is My Name is Bife, and he's like the lore master pretty much for the Destiny community. He makes like videos and shit, lore videos for the game. And he, in like the last couple of days, he uploaded 2 videos, and he doesn't even know what's happening. And there's a lot of contradictions in the story and all kinds of bullshit. But the new subclass Strand is pretty fucking fun though. I'm disappointed in it though because I main a Titan, and the Titan super feels super underwhelming. Right now I'm pretty much grinding, trying to unlock all the perks and the artifact mods, and the fragments, so I can continue experimenting with the builds. But right now I'm not really enjoying the Titan super. I don't really play Warlock and Hunter at all. That's another thing I want to talk about is if you're not into a game to grind, Destiny is not for you. I went onto my Warlock and my Hunter, and I don't play those classes, but I went onto those classes the other day just to claim some free rewards before Lightfall dropped. And yo, my screen was bombarded with fucking quests. I was like, yo, what the this is what new players see? This shit's insane, bro. So I'm like, yo, I don't know. I don't understand how new players can hop into Destiny and not feel overwhelmed. There's no way. These guys must feel overwhelmed because I logged into those characters and I'm like, nah, man, I'm out. I went back to my Titan because my Titan is clean. I finished all my quests. It's my main. So
okay. But
yeah, overall, like Lightfall is it's a good expansion, but Bungie needs to deliver with the final shape, which comes out 2024. They also did say that the next few seasons this year, there's 3 more seasons. They said that they're going to be exploring the Witness and his origins. I really hope that they do, and they explain a lot of shit because I don't know if it's like the end of this saga with the final shape. It's coming soon, so they got to start tying up some loose ends because there's a lot of unanswered questions. A lot of shit doesn't make any sense. So I see chat, yo. I see chat. Nobody gives a fuck about Destiny. I see how it is, but
Destiny is a big game. So for those viewers out there that do love Destiny, we did it for y'all. We talk about everything for y'all. Give each game its respect. That's what we do around here, man.
Yeah, like Destiny has its ups and downs just like any other game out there, man. I could understand why people don't like Destiny. I could understand, when people play Destiny in the early days in like 2014, 2015. You know, it was bare bones. I get it. You know, you try to hop back into the game now. It doesn't fucking make sense. I understand it. You know.
Yep, I absolutely hate the game. So, but appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. Last two. Oh damn, Jack, get the super chats ready. We got 5 minutes to do those and
Fuck
get
you,
out of
bitch.
here.
Yeah, no problem, BG. No problem, BG.
Get it ready, nigga. Yeah, do it fast, nigga. Too.
Yo, why do you get horny?
That's your prison rapist voice you doing right now. That just sounds crazy.
Hurry up, nigga. Stop playing with me.
You putting your top lip on the mic. Back up, God.
BG, I'm feeling the type way, bro. Don't do that, bro.
What else I was gonna say?
Super chats,
yeah, do the super chat, Jack. Oh, damn, what was this? Oh yeah, Microsoft. Some judge rule that that Sony has to show its third party exclusivity deals in this ABK deal. We're not gonna talk about it, but I just wanted to mention that we don't give a fuck. And I think that is it. Yeah, you could do the super chats, bitch.
Keep talking like that. I'm gonna have to show you my third leg, Big G. Let's see here. LMC Fix. I don't know why it say like IMC Fix. LMC Fix. Last episode proves Jack Moves needs a pay bump. Oh, hey, you spitting right now, brother. Jazzy Jefferson says BG about to Thanos snap Jigga out of here. How do you pronounce this? Drask 47. I don't know. It says appreciate the content. I shall catch the pod later in the week. Appreciate you, brother. Westside Maverick, big boy $20 donation. This says, so when Midsoft cops Ashy Vision and Sony accepts actually cops to take two and makes GTA 6 a PS5 exclusive. This is apparently a thing that's in the works. Who y'all think gonna bring the most heat this generation of gaming? Great question. I gotta say Sony, man. I gotta say PlayStation, bro.
Ew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Okay. PS Rewind says BG cooking. He is right. Forget it.
Yep.
Brian says it's more mainstream fighting games than ever today. Okay. OBJ Jr. says Jack Move. How much to stream Forspoken demo? Shoot me about $50. I got you, brother.
You're not
what?
You're not sending that man $50
to play a demo?
No, you need more than that.
You see how they hate on me? I'm trying to make business deals out here, people.
Crazy.
Hey, send that nigga a Coke Zero.
No, they should,
first thing in the morning. He'll be all right.
no,
Hey, man,
they
y'all-
should send you. They should send you $70 because that's how much it costs.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You see, with cohorts like this, man, I don't need no enemies, people. Okay. S. Cruz says, I want to debate. Oh, we read that about the debate on Weapon Wheel. Appreciate the donation, brother. Jay the Light Seeker says, Gamer2323. What's up, sucker? I think he spoke to you in the chat. Taarec Ahmed says, we had Bond crying in WWP DMs 2 months ago. Oh, shit.
Yeah, they were crying a lot today. Got some cross-eyed 5'7" midget. Can't even have his hairline shaped up properly.
Wow.
Sound kind of bad, though.
3 minutes.
5'6".
3 minutes.
Tavares, hey, bitch, who the fuck? Tavares Perry says Dragon Ball Tenkaichi 4 has been announced. Shout out to the Gamer2323 for being here on this podcast. Yes, sir. Vernon Houston
downplayed that new game.
I saw that. I did see that.
Don't nobody care.
Yeah, he loved new games. Vernon Houston says, is Gran Turismo a Japanese racing game? Good question. S Blanks in 95 says, no Kingdom Hearts slander from the man with no knees. Damn.
Fire.
Tavares Perry says, Bob will break Joel's knees with a bat. We got Vibes Worldwide. He said, only way Starfield would be good if it's delayed to 2024. Ruffle Mutt. Shit on Bayonetta, you get excited for Final Fantasy 16? LOL.
Thank you.
Forget it, Brian says, Smoove, you beat Hi-Fi Rush?
Absolutely.
Yo, it's
Yeah, he
crazy
did,
how
yeah.
Smoove says he don't got time to play The Last of Us Part 2, but he played Wukong for 30 hours plus.
I did ask you to come out here.
Make it make sense. Oh, one more donation from Blaze 4K, my dundo. He says, damn, BG, my PP got hard as fuck when you did that voice.
Hey, Blaze, hold it down, brother.
He ain't holding it down. He holding it up.
Hey, come on, dog.
BG doing a little bit of both.
BG, when When you, me, and Blaze doing and E-Rock doing a Pavlov stream?
Maybe this week. No promises.
Please tell me so I can make sure not to watch that shit.
Oh man, you're a hater. What a hater.
You just told that man not to pay me to do the demo, bitch.
You charging him $50 for a demo.
I'm a working man, BG. I need the money, man.
You know what? You're right. Let me stop hating. If that's your rates, that's your rates. Let me stop hating on it. It's time to get out of here. I'm gonna do y'all intros for you. That's Bond. That's Jack. That's Smoove. That's Jazzy. Who I forget? That's Alex.
You the outros, right? Hey, yo, BG, settle down, brother.
That's everybody. Yeah, that's everybody. We'll catch y'all next week. Going to watch party and then after dark. We out. Peace.
Right.
No. What? Right. Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro king got me. See, that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Alba, I'm a black bond. Aiming a scope and all black panel. You can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. Not at all. Oh wait. Then Jack Move came in with the trophies, God in a lane of its own. Like, how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo, then send your family an angel emoji. You should have known